There we are. Welcome back, everybody, to yet another Gregtech New Horizons live stream. Hopefully, you're all having a very great day today so far. And yeah, let me just get the stuff rolling here, and we'll be good to go. Just trying to load up the chat on my phone. So there's all that good stuff. Nice. Make sure my phone won't die. Okay, no, we're good. We're good on that. So, the plan, as the title states, is we want to try and make some new multi-blocks. That would be the goal today. I don't know if they're exactly EV or IV. I know that some of them do take EV circuits, some take IV. But let's see. Let's switch over the camera, start recording. Hello, Carlos. How's it going? I see here right away. F5, F1. As you can tell, I did actually make a tier 2 air filter. Some may say it's a waste, but honestly, it didn't even really take that much titanium. I mean, we look, what was it? 142 total titanium, so barely over 2 stacks, not even 2.5. And we've been making quite a bit lately. Alright, catch my breath for a second. I made a bunch of aluminum, I smelted that up, put it back into my storage. We are cooling down a lot more of our tantalum still. We're down to only like 17 ingots left in there. What else do we have going on? Oh yeah, we've also been producing some more platinum. I don't remember if I took some of it out already and smelted it, but right now we have 114 platinum dust, 1.3k platinum salt that we can sift out once that ingot cooler's kind of all done. High tier muffler hatches. Yes, I do have HV muffler hatches, so it's somewhat decent. It's not the EV ones. Those are a little bit more expensive. Kind of out of my comfort range. I could make it if I really wanted to, but I didn't want to spend all that money on it. So, I say money. It's not money. Hey, Ray Bob, what's going on? And Kuzu Retta, welcome back. My PC order got delayed again. Oh no. Why'd it get delayed? Alright, so yeah, let me go dump this back over into my other storage. Sulfuric acid, nitric oxide, I don't feel like that was useful over there. 1,3-dimethylbenzene, which is this stuff right there, so sweet. Amazon is just Amazon, to be honest. Yeah, sometimes it's all it is. You can change the machines to improve pollution, too. You mean change the muffler hatches eventually, or just upgrade them in general? I also did put one of my old Magnellan rotors in there, so that should be at least pretty decent, so that's all nice. Ammonium chloride. Input hatch. We got a bunch of ammonia in there anyways, okay. So you can just dump it in. Alright, and then nitrogen dioxide. Right? Yeah, nitrogen dioxide. Perfect. Diluted sulfuric acid. Sweet, now I have some cells that have been opened up. Yes, use mufflers, yes, okay. Yeah, right now we just have them set to HV muffler hatches. Eventually, I would like to block off, like put a wall here and here so you can't see anything. And then maybe I could have, like, the centrifuge and whatnot down there so it can clean out the filters. So I can put in a filter and then clean it out and then rinse and repeat. I'm gonna need that #1 spot. Well, you might have to work a little bit harder to get that. Even though you probably... And... yeah, I mean, you're already commenting enough. So it might be a little bit hard to fight off Carlos for the #1. Use the A2 system. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I could... See, how would I do that? How would you use the A2 system to input filters in? So I guess I don't know how to do that yet. Just how to, like, put items in to certain machines. I'll have to test that out at some point. So let's move some of these chests around. We don't need this garbage just laying here. Stop using pipes. Oh, these pipes have been there for a while. Those are old. Alright, let's move all of our stuff. Does not need to clog our base. More decorative blocks. With interfaces or export and import. Okay. Ooh, that's pretty gross. Okay, this should be purely decorative stuff right here. Hempcrete. So we got the 1, 2, 3 cells. Sorry for the dings. Could shift click these in, but that's gonna give me some other gross stuff. That was not supposed to go in there, the dirt stairs. Alright, so we got boom, 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 boom. Finally, it's all gone. Wow. Pardon me for all that. That was not annoying at all. High voltage transformer, voltage battery buffer. Get rid of all that. And we can toss this all in. Beautiful. Alright, sorry about that. Just the daily ding 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 session, or just use export buses. Alright. What is happening? We need that daily ding ding. If you place an item in the first slots of the interface, it serves as an import. And you can pull it with a conveyor. Or just use export buses. Okay. So, if I put an export bus on an interface, would I just go in here to control where to send it to, or would I go to like the interface terminal? Like, how do you control that? I mean, I guess the best way to figure it out would probably just be messing around with it. So what do we need for more dual interfaces? Or just say interfaces in general. So this needs a regular interface, so we might as well try and craft up, say, like 32 of these. So you need a lot of circuit cords and EV machine casings. Alright, well that's for those. What about some of our mass processing? Getting an ore... What is it? A maceration stack would be nice. Export bus basically takes stuff from your system and throws them in an inventory of whatever it's attached to, chest, input, bus, hatch, etc. And import does the opposite, takes from the inventory and puts it in your system. But yeah, if you put an export bus on it, would it just automatically pull it from your system if it exists? So that's why you probably had to put a filter on it, so it doesn't pull everything from your system. Interface... Export bus, import bus are different things. Yeah. Yes, okay. Hey, FT, what's going on? How you doing today? So we can get rid of all of this. Boom. Perfect. Tungsten, I'm not even worried about that. So, oh yeah, also some other stuff that I did yesterday. IV... I did make some IV circuits. I made some EV circuits that I don't see in here anymore. But I did complete some quests, so if we go back to EV... I don't remember if this one was done or not. I'm pretty sure it was, but we did complete this one. And then we could make some LUV processors, but we don't have any use for them right now, so I'm not worried about getting that complete. Other than, unless maybe it'll unlock our next quest page. It only pulls if it has a filter. Okay. The interface does whatever autocrafting tells it to, or whatever the block is attached to does to it. Output bus will make it take items to your system. Yeah, the input bus with a conveyor makes it to take to the input bus. Everyone, I have one single LCR left to complete the entire plat line. Damn, congratulations on that, FT. It's been a long week of grind, I could imagine. I mean, just a little bit of the part of the plant line that we have took us a couple of hours, and this isn't even anything. Probably smelt all that up. Actually, we could take all this now, too. I wish there was a way to, like, just punch this to get everything out of it all at once. Let's go, sift this all up. So it ain't too bad then. A little bit easier than I was expecting. Yeah, just put a filter on it, automatically puts in, and then pulls out with whatever we want. Which then, we'll have to figure out, that'll be the easy part, pumping in the filter, pumping out the filter. But then we have to figure out how to do the thing where if my inventory recognizes that there's, say, a dirty filter that's been inputted into the me system, then it needs to automatically, like, clean it up, get all the byproducts and everything out of it, and then put it back into here. I have to figure out how to do all that. Shouldn't be too bad. Alright, so we got all that. Should be able to just dump these all in. Yes. Oh, wait. Oh, you've been turned off. Okay. Refined platinum salt dust. Nice. And just put another export with a used filter. Yeah, in the machine that will clean it. Yeah. Hopefully get quite a bit of service quartz out of that. Toss that in the EBF, we get our chlorine back. And the platinum metallic powder. That's nice. So I did make a bunch of circuits. We have 79 EV circuits. Not EV, HV. I wish I had that many EV circuits. 4 more EV circuits here. What else do I need? Oh, that's right. Hold on. I was making a bunch of NOR chips. Actually, we could just cut a lot of those up. There we go. Let that kind of go for now. Aluminum frame boxes. Could we actually make? Hold on. Aluminum frame boxes. Go back to here. Circuit assembler. Soldering alloy. Sweet. So we need the 2, 2, 16, 16. We should be able to make all that. Annealed copper. To make 2 LUV circuits. These and a little bit of these, right? Yep. Two. Yep. Oh, and yield copper wire. Okay, so it's not the fine wire, it's the thicker wire. 32 of it, hot dang. Automating the circuits would be a top priority too. Ain't too bad. I mean, it would be nice to have them automated, but I just can dump in just a massive amount of resource and just call her good. But it would be nice to have it automated. What do we want? Annealed copper. Guess we could probably just anneal all of our copper at one point. There we go. You just need the wireless connector. Oh, for getting the stuff inside the clean room? Yeah. Which, I don't feel like that was going to be too hard to do anymore. I feel like we should have had most of that stuff already. Look at that. Pop in here, just dump this in, and boom, look at that. We have our first LUV circuit being crafted up. Should have checked that beforehand, but it's fine. That's gonna take... Oh, who was that? Okay, you can be angry. I don't care about you, that's fine. I got scared for a second that, like, power to the clean room got shut down or something. That was spooky. Yeah, to be able to take the A2 into the clean room, yeah. I had the quest right here. Me in your clean room. Wireless connector. Titanium. These are all fine. Wireless receiver. Ender Eye Rod. Flux Pearl. Honestly, it's not even bad. I don't know why I haven't made it yet. Oh, this is the a bit more annoying part, the illuminated panel. To make the silly tool. Which that's not even bad anymore either. I thought I had that automated. Short guide, external storage. Yeah, drawer controller, all that fun stuff. Spatial storage. The main process, or the main processor for the 2 to the 3, or 16 to the 3, and the 128 to the 3rd power spatial storage cells. Have you ever wanted to pack up and move your entire base but thought it was too much of a pain? Wish you could just teleport the whole thing? Well, now you still can't because Gregtech blocks do not play well with being teleported by AE spatial stuff. Like World Corruption level bad. But you could make a teleporter, I guess. Hey Klaus, how's it going? Hey Blaze, how you doing? Pretty good, thank you very much for asking. How are you? Alright, so that's that. Kind of wait up for these two. So we got the one LUV circuit. Or the mainframe. Nano processor mainframe. Second one is about to be crafted up. I think it said we needed about 8 if we wanted to go to space. There's the second one. Our first LUV circuits. EV. So that's all done. So I'd assume we'd have to go this way with this, as well as go this way in order to unlock the EV tab, because no, the IV tab, because I feel like the machine casings are probably made out of like tungsten or something silly. I'm alright just getting into LV, but the EBFs... Oh, the EBF is blocking some paths that I want to take. Oh. Well, I wish you the best of luck with figuring that out. Oh, speaking of which, also another thing I did yesterday. I set up a oil drilling machine outside. So I'll have to make that soon enough. So you see over here, we do have an oil drilling machine, which is a little bit slower than I thought. I mean, it's not bad. Probably faster than what the single block one is. It also kind of depends on where we're at. So it was at 80 liters per operation yesterday. But I did actually use like the seismic prospector. So we have all these marked out. This is empty, empty. Which, even though they might not be fully empty... Oh, I guess they're empty. Alright. Yeah, we went with the heavy oil because it was one of the better ones. I mean, there is more light oil, but I just felt like going with the heavy oil. Not that I think it really makes much of a difference other than like getting heavy fuel or light fuel out of it. So yeah, we got this one to kind of drill out, and then eventually we'll drill out this one. Although we are technically in this chunk here, I don't know how many chunks it kind of like drills out. Oh, I see, like this is the best chunk. I think it highlights. Yeah, 274 is the best chunk. So maybe I'll move it around later if I have to, but I did get some, yeah, I'm getting oil so that we have a bunch more polyethylene and stuff that we can get our hands on. And we got a quest done for it. I should say for drilling rig 3x3 chunks. Okay, so if it's in this one, should go 1, 2, 3. And then obviously in a big square. 1, 2, 3, dang. 1, 2, 3. So basically it's gonna get like this whole section. Maybe like here. Almost the whole thing. Need to cover it so it doesn't explode. Yeah. We got some dirt blocks over it, so we're good. Yeah, see, it was funny, we were using the prospector yesterday, and you have to use the weird little data sticks. Well, when you go in the NEI, it shows you, like, oh, this one's it's just a data stick, and then another one is, like, the raw, what is it, raw seismic prospector data, and then another one, after you process it, says analyzed. Well, when I actually went to use the data stick, it never made any changes, so I thought it was, like, broken or something, but I put it through the scanner and it did everything that it said, and it actually worked. But yeah, I feel like the data sticks are a little bit bugged. See, it just says this, but then if you go through the NEI, it shows like it's supposed to change to like a raw, analyzed, all that stuff. But it is what it is. So we got nanoprocessors, LUV processors. Let's see what other machines we can get. Mass processing. So I know a fluid extractor would be kind of nice. Sea Lather, Tower of Babylon, cracking the world. Handle up to 256 items. Subspace cooling. To activate subspace cooling, supply a coolant while running. Yeah, that stuff is crazy. Molten Eternity. Reinforcing the structure allows the injection of exotic coolants. I know this is stuff we're not going to get till way later. You cannot leave the prospector area before entering the data into the stick. Well, yeah, like I put the prospector down. I put the TNT in, so it did its whole animation. Then I right-clicked it with the stick, and it didn't do anything. You should definitely make a mega vacuum freezer right now. Trust me, you have enough power to run it. Yeah, definitely. Oh my gosh. That's like 1,171 frostproof machine castings. That's like bigger than my whole area over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I assume there's another 7. There's 14. So it's 15 by 15. Holy crap. At least it's like hollow inside, but holy shit. That's crazy looking. Stuff like that is awesome. So you can get a lathe, don't care. The industrial coke oven is something I do want to get. Tantalloy. See, titanium, yttrium, tantalloy. Tungsten. If they need more tungsten, we can get that. That wouldn't be too bad. and yttrium, so we should probably get some rare earth processing going on. Centrifuge, extractor, or washing plant. That would also be kind of nice. See, that's another thing I have to get figured out too, is ore processing, to where I dump stuff in, and then depending on the ore it is, it takes certain routes, so it's automatically, say, for the chalcopyrite, eventually it gets thermal centrifuge, then it gets centrifuged, or other ones, it gets a chemical bath of a certain chemical. So figuring that stuff out is going to be interesting. Zom plant any good? I don't know, I've gotten it, it's just like rotten flesh stuff, so I don't think it's that great. Yeah, you have to wait for the scanner to finish scanning and then click with the data stick. There's a time it takes to scan. So you have to scan the data stick before putting it in the prospector. Because the way the instructions say it in the quest book says to use the prospectors, right click with the data stick on the prospector, then scan it. Unless you have to maybe prepare the thing beforehand. I don't know. It's strange. EV machine hull. Alright. So in order to make any progress, let's see what we want to do here. Or pick a machine. Honestly, the macerator would be nice. One EV circuit. Actually ain't even that bad. The macerators are a little bit gross. There's all that. And then the stable titanium machine casings. We also need power to power this all up too, so... Place the prospector on the ground, click with TNT and wait for the scan, then click. Yeah, that's what I did. That's what I was saying, I was waiting for, I put the prospector down, I did the TNT, I waited the 40 seconds that it is to do the scan. After the scan was done, I right-clicked with the data stick. The data stick, I guess, had the data on it, but nothing changed visually with the data stick. So I kept it separated from the other ones, just for any like the MBT data that it had, and then I put it in the like single block scanner, and then it scanned. I put it into the printer, and it did print out notes, I guess. So I got it to work, but I feel like it didn't work properly. Platinum trophy. I get a platinum ingot for a trophy. That's awesome. July 25th. Never happened to me. Yeah, it's kind of strange. But I'm happy that I at least got it figured out, so that's good. So we got a bunch of platinum. Nice. Toss that in. So, honestly, okay, let's just think about this. If we want to actually start moving into the EV section of the base, we're going to need power. I would like to continue to run benzene, because I would like nitrobenzene at some point. I could run the Ender IO conduit over that direction down into a multi-block fluid extractor. No. I would need to take the wood into an industrial coke oven. And then also like all the wood tar going into another distillery tower over there. A bunch of fun stuff. Alright. So yeah, I guess we have to worry about power first. Tomas and G-Fug, hello, what's going on? Use A2. Ooh. So I could have the A2 system going up and collecting from here as well. Although I would only want it to take some of the extra, which I guess I could put another barrel up here. But I guess it still would harm this one. Isn't there something I could do like for a level maintainer to keep it like 50% full? Stop using cables, they are the most expensive. You mean these conduits? They're not that bad. here. Yes. Yeah, I mean, they're not even... Redstone upgrade. Redstone upgrade for what? Oh, for the level maintainer. Yeah. So let's take the PTFE. Glass dust. Take our Invar for the drawer, yeah. So that's all I have to do, and then like it'll turn on and off like a different channel or something. Nope, that's the ingots. Okay, it's all good again. So, where is this? Hold on, I gotta find out where this is located. So that's there. I could get a tunnel, I guess, straight up here to everything else. Well, I can move this control panel somewhere else eventually. So for now, let's maybe dig up. So it'll be there. Oh yeah, yeah, you guys didn't see this yesterday. Look at this. I saw this yesterday when I was looking for stuff. I don't know how this started on fire, but there's an oil spout that's just burning away. Hello, have you gotten the platinum all set up yet? I do have the platinum part of the plat line all set up. Fire, it's burning away. It looks very beautiful, I will say. What is nighttime? Hold on. That looks amazing at night. Everything is all completely dark. Most likely lightning, yeah, but it's freaking awesome. I'm very happy that's actually like burning away. It'd be funny if it was also producing pollution. But yeah, we'll get that can cause a lot of lag if it keeps spreading to the forest. Yeah, which hopefully, well, it would spread here. I guess it could maybe spread on the grass. I guess it could spread that way too. Infinite burn. It will keep burning constantly, by the way, unless you block the source. Really? Well, it does. To me, it looks like it's. I guess, okay. That makes sense. I thought it was actually, like, disappearing slowly. It's so bad. Yeah, source is at the top. Hold on, do we even have enough blocks for this? I doubt it. Alright, do we not have blocks? No. Oh, is it going down? Massive lag. Alright, if that's not blocking off the source, then I don't know what is. You have really bad aim, buddy. I will say that. He's drowning and burning at the same time. I think he's burning, but still. What a bad way to go. He blocked it. Alright. It is taking its sweet time to go away. Oh, there it is. Okay, so it is slowly burning away now. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. It's just that oil takes 2 years compared to the water, yeah. The old slow flowage, I guess. Oh, hello. Alright, there we go. Get rid of all this. High viscosity gains from lava. Oh, good. Yeah, lightning creeper. Okay, where's my magnet? Boom, 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 boom. Alright, we don't need all that stuff. Perfect. Yeah, it only spreads to where the oil runs. Well, it could spread, the fire could spread to the leaves and stuff, or you would think it would. So, just to try and hopefully help it. I guess it didn't even spread anywhere there, so I guess not. I don't know. Just to keep it safe. I was scared that you threw an important item by mistake into the lava. Yeah, that would have been really bad. Where do you think I threw in at first? I guess I got lucky that I didn't throw anything. That would have been really sad. So now, if I have that wood farm up there, obviously I'm not going to want to jam up my storage here. How could I have that chest, or that drawer, barrel, whatever it's called, the drawer, connected through the AE2 system and then into, like, a separate drawer that'll feed into machines over here? So we got this one. And then we say we got spruce. Storage bus. So, just for shits and giggles. Storage bus on a drawer, okay. Storage bus, okay, it's fluid storage bus. Do not have storage bus. Interface. EV machine casings. Alright, well, we should probably learn to auto-craft that yet. Then all the wood would be available in the Me system. So I put a storage bus on the drawer up there, connect it to the controller, and then have an export bus on, say, this drawer. But I would only want it, you know, I wouldn't want it to fully take away from that one, because then it's gonna... Well, I guess I could put export buses on the Pyrolos ovens up there. And then it would all be fine and dandy. So what do we have for machines here? We want to keep this organized. Assembly machine, wire mill, bending machine, laser engraver, wire mill. Dual interface. Well, we need to get rid of some of the regular interfaces. You don't need an extra drawer, just keep in that one. Okay. Yeah, just put an export bus on the machines. Okay. I gotcha. Alright. So, let's see here. What does one want to do? I'm drawing a brain fart. Hold on. How much benzene do we have upstairs here? 6.42 million. I would like to bring some of that back upstairs. Tank. Could get rid of these seismic prospectors. Diluted sulfuric acid. Probably should empty that out. Missing circuits. I could just get a smaller tank with a pump on it and be fine for a while. Yeah, let's just do that. Alright. You don't need an extra. I already read that. So diluted sulfuric acid we could get rid of. There's nothing in that tank. 256, it's full. That's pretty good. Nice. Look at all that refined platinum. Hey, Parker. Yo, it's amazing seeing all the progress you're making so quickly. Yeah, I've had quite a bit of time recently to do a lot of gaming, so we're good. Making some really, really good progress. Hopefully you're doing well, Parker. Great. Okay, so it is going up still. We are burning away right there at some more tantalum. Ooh, nice. Alright, so we're gonna do this. Gonna do that. I am. Been on vacation, so it's nice to catch a stream. Awesome. Hopefully you're having a great vacation. I guess I didn't even need a pump on that. Look at that. Just dump these two in here, and we're going to be good for a hot minute. So yeah, then this, I could just get rid of this. Honestly... Yeah, okay. Please look at the benzene tank 30 times per stream. Pretty much. It's nice. I love it. It's a beautiful benzene tank. So, let's look at making Fluix cables. 5, 12. A shite ton of Certus quartz, charged Certus quartz, and redstone. How does one make the charged Certus quartz? Missing redstone. So I could put it into an LCR. Okay, should probably check our miners. We have our miners in the Twilight Forest. They were mining up diamonds, but we're probably going to need redstone again, and what else? More Certus quartz. Oh, hello. Right here. Okay, so it didn't run out of fuel, so that's good. Did not get as much stuff as I was hoping for. I guess graphite's fine. Yep, a bunch of random garbage. Oh. Cryolite. Diamonds. Diamond. 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 Yeah, I guess it's alright. Got that out of it. See what we can get out of this one. I think we have a compressed chest maybe over here. Oh good, this one ran out of fuel, so that's nice. Alright, hold on. Let's refuel this one real quick. Oh my gosh, there's a lot more fuel in this one. Okay. Alright, let that run for a minute. So we got some diamond, got some coal, some graphite. How many stacks of diamonds did we get? 3, 4, 4.5. And then obviously times 2, wash them all off, clean them all up. How's your field gen going? I found it to be very confusing towards like MV, and I'd rather just wait till 2.8. I don't know. My fuel, I'm using benzene right now, and it's not too bad. Why doesn't the fan spin in the steam turbine, but the background does? Are you talking about the steam turbine? Are you talking about the single block? Oh yeah, like these. I guess I don't know. Because these ones, the multi-blocks, like it looks right. But yeah, these kind of look funny. Unless it's just like pretend like the guarding is in front of it, so it looks like it's the blade not spinning. Texture things, yeah. The one you have near your single block, yeah. Yeah, it's just a weird texture thing. I think these do look a lot better like this with the multi-blocks, but it's probably a lot harder to make it on the single block. So this is going to continue to go for a while. We'll take the diamonds, take an emerald. Sphalerite. Ooh, actually Sphalerite's really good. So, what else do we want from here? J. I hear someone. I hear an enemy. Pyrope, Sapphire, no, I don't care about any of that. Alright, so we'll just go back to the nether with our other stuff. I really would like to get some more compressed chests, though, too. Hi, buddy. Alright, so let's grab this, and then we'll try and dump whatever we can into the other chest. Oh, hello. You are not... That was very risky. That was not good. We were actually able to fit it all in there. Wow. That's kind of crazy. Impure pile of nether quartz. So let's just get a chest. I know you're full. Alright. Netherrack, all that gross stuff can go away. Hopefully that'll be enough storage. Crushed diamond, that'll be taken with us. Any more diamond, barite. Hold on, barite uses barium. I think I need boron for something. Hold on, diamond, diamond, diamond. Alright, we'll just leave the rest of this here. It's done. The pain is over. The plant line is up and running. Iridium LCR is super slow though. Hey, as long as it's operating, that's all that matters, right? We don't care about anything else. As long as it's working. Also, hold on a second. We haven't really explored much of the Twilight Forest, so let's maybe try and find a boss real quick. Just in case, so we know where it is later. Okay, well we can't go there. Ouch. Can I go into the Highlands yet, or whatever this is? Oh my gosh. That is crazy looking. No, we cannot go into that yet. Because I'm sick of not being able to, like, go anywhere, and then everything else is, like, blinding me all the time. Hello, Blaze. I am in the UK now. It's 8 p.m. Holy crap. Yeah, it's only 2 p.m. here. Hopefully you have a fun and safe trip there, Panda. Tired as all hell. Yeah, I could imagine. That's a long frickin' flight. Blaze, that's the final unfinished area. Really? That's kind of funny. Leave it to me to find it right away, or spawn next to it. Which, I mean, I guess that if out of all, like, final areas, that would be a final area. Sad that it's unfinished. It will sadly never be completed. Got a lot of Lich Towers. After the Lich is the swamp. Let's see if we can find it. Kinda after the Snow Queen is when the boss progression is useless. Okay. Hey, here we go. So we have this swampy area, which I've never been in here before. And there's that. Let's drop in, see who wants to say hello to us. Whoa. Oh, are we going underground? Oh yeah, we are. Alright, we're having everything else turned on. Night vision. Hopefully I don't die. Nice, a lot of torches. It's a safe area. Oh, hello. Oh, I'm so happy I didn't shoot you. Oh my gosh. Hello. That is creepy looking. I was like, oh, a cow. That was no cow. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Alright, let's just hover. They can't reach us from here. Raw beef. Oh my gosh, hello. Cool looking little slimy spider. Minotaur is now, yeah. Saw it in the quest book, and that was about it. This base is cursed. What is that? Web cave spider. Oh gosh, don't shoot that one. Undying cave spider. Oh, hello. There's some magic mushrooms. I'm about to die. Probably should not let myself take that much poison damage. Of course, I don't have any buckets to drink any milk. Go babies. Flying is cheating. No, it's not cheating. Not anymore, it isn't. 26 LCRs total, 6 distillation towers, 5 EBFs, 2 multi-mixers, 2 multi-electrolyzers, and 2 sifters. Damn. What else do we see? Yesterday we drove 2 hours to an airport that did international travel, then took the 9-hour flight overnight, and I wasn't able to sleep at all. Arrived at like 9 AM UK time. So then proceeded to do an entire day of tourism, running on actually 0 hours of sleep, long day of travel. I dozed off a couple times today, but I'm finally at the hotel now with the urge. Yeah, at least to sleep at 8 PM. See, I have heard of that, like people traveling, and that first day is absolutely brutal, because usually that's the best way to do it, is show up morning their time so you don't like waste a whole day. But yeah, you'll get some good sleep today, and then it'll be fun coming back home. Oh my gosh. Hello. Oh my gosh, that was bad. That was a lot of damage. I'm lucky that they can't hit me from here. Dude, I am not doing okay. Okay, maybe we'll leave this place. Oh, there's a lot of them. Alright, we're gonna leave. Oh, good. I'm happy that this takes forever. Or Talisman of Remedium. Yeah, I guess that would have been a lot better. Okay, if I drop down, no one better hit me. You're not going up by breaking the blocks. Ha! I proved you wrong. Although they did take a long time to break. Alright, so J. We'll put a waypoint. New. Mino dungeon. Enter. Hello, caught another stream. What multi-blocks are you planning to make? Well, the maceration stack would be nice. The fluid extractor and the industrial coke oven, all basically just to get power set up, kind of. Hold on a minute, where the heck are we even? Okay, so we could get back here. So eventually we can kill that guy, and then I doubt we'd be able to get into this area, which kind of stinks. Oh well. At least we know where he is for when we want to do some boss fighting. Fun fact, there's a secret reward that lets you break the blocks fast, but it's hard to find. Hard to find, dang. Little secret Easter egg item, or just like really bad loot tables. Or, I guess, really low chances of it spawning in a box. Be interested to check that out someday. The unfinished whatever building that is. I was afraid of the oxen. Yeah, I was scared. I did not want to spend an hour or longer trying to get my stuff back. Because I did not want to reload. Alright, let's check out our mining machines. Is this one done actually now? It's like a big castle area with mob spawners. So here's our lake. And just like that, it is already done. Alright, we'll take everything back. Thank you very much. Perfect. Honestly, I don't even care. We'll leave that here. Let's see. Is it to use a journey map to find the secret rooms in the labyrinth? Not to mention the airport we landed in had a fire alarm right before the baggage claim, so we had to evacuate the building without our bags. And had to go through security again after it was all clear, which took like 2 hours to get our bags. Oh my gosh. That is really annoying. Had some pretty bad luck on getting back there. Good afternoon, what's going on, Yummy? How you doing? Oh yeah, I also did convert a lot of this into glow shrooms, because we don't really need as much sugarcane and carbon production out here. So we're just using it so we can get a bunch of glowstone, which then obviously into redstone and gold. Eventually I might just convert the whole thing over. Just about to go grind for the Juju short bow. Wish you the best of luck on that. Alright, let's go back down to the basement. I guess not. Hold on. I forgot that I have to actually process my ores. Graphite. We're just gonna leave the graphite here. Hold on. Hypixel Skyblock mentioned. Yeah, Yummy's a big fan of the old Hypixel Skyblock. Alright, get you burning. Start washing you out. Honestly, the graphite we don't even really care about that much, but we'll still switch it over. Oh, Oh yeah, this is some good stuff. This is why it kind of sucks having all these random junk ores in here. Maybe I'll connect it up to my system at some point, start extracting everything into the storage, because this is terrible. All these random baby ores that we're not going to use anytime soon. Alright. Guess we'll eat the raw beef. Alright, all that stuff's cleaned out. We can go process this other stuff, and then we could set up our miners again. Let's see, Blaze, you could make an ore subnet just for ores you won't need. That would be actually a pretty good idea. We got one miner, two miners, two generators, which actually, funny enough, doesn't even use. Yeah, 128 EU per tick. We could use MV. So I am stupid. I have been wasting a lot of energy on these. I only need MV turbines. So that's what? I think it was it 85% efficiency? Yeah, 85%, and we go back up to 90 here, which is nice. I could have sworn that it was 65%, unless that's EV that's 65. So, time to get some more Certus quartz from the nether. Should have another chest, but whatever. Alright, F9. We'll go over one more. Hey Darius, how you doing? Alright, copper, tetrahedrite. Ooh, see, getting a bunch of sphalerite might not be a bad idea either, because I know, well, maybe we won't get it right now, but we are going to need to get it at some point. See, I haven't been depleting these other ores too, which is actually a bad thing. Doing good. What are you doing right now? Trying to get some Certus quartz for our AE2 system, because we don't have enough. We never have enough. Oh boy. Electroline. So, are the multi-block miners actually really good? You said it's really good, right? Maybe I could work on getting one of those. Okay, also, hold on, let's go up here to scan. Isn't Certus like common on the moon? I think it is. You know what? What are we doing? Actually, let's take a fun trip back to the moon, huh? Let's do that. It's actually probably a lot safer than here. Forget to bring my oxygen gear, just fucking die. Oops. I could see that. We can get some more ilmenite for the tantalum and everything, as well as titanium. Could just make a bunch of HV miners. And then MV turbines that I have. Honestly, that's probably going to be the better route. Do some moon mining. Get some more aluminum. Okay, well let's get a bunch of compressed chests before we do that. Do not use MV miners, they only mine part of the vein. Yeah, we're going to use HV miners with MV turbines, because then we save on efficiency. Yeah, there's MV miners. Alright, so compressed chest. We do have a pattern, actually, funny enough, for a compressed chest. Which I think compressed chest. Circuit 1? I don't know if I have an assembler for Circuit 1. No circuit. DI. Oh, dual interface, that's okay. Circuit 3, no circuit, yeah. Alright. So it takes dense obsidian plates. Which we need obsidian ingots. I don't really have any obsidian ingots, wow. Extruder, dust with an ingot form. Okay. Let's go do that then. Yoink. I don't know if the HV miner works with the MV generator. It does. So, what is it? 128 EU per tick. And this produces 128 EU per tick. The only reason I know that, or I remembered it, is from watching Threefold recently. Oh, you're out of power. Should really hook this up to the grid. Take these, go cool these down. Yeah, it can, yeah. I'm gonna turn that off. Put these here for later, so you can get these all cooled down. Look at 24 tantalum ingots. No explosion since no overvolting the machine. Heck yeah, which is awesome. Miner. What do we need? Sensor. Okay. We also need robot arms. What are we missing? Stainless rods. Where's my stainless rods? Right here. What is it? 128, 256. 4 stacks. Not enough stainless. How could you say that to me? 128. Gotcha. Didn't know I had no stainless. And there's a lot in there. So that's gotta finish up. $128. So now we can make these again. If someone had more gas turbines laying around, you can do the multi-block drill too. See, the only thing with that, I was thinking about it, but I would just need, what is it? A bunch of lubricant. But that might not be a bad idea. Let's take a look at the quest, because the other block wasn't actually too bad. Multi-block goals. Time to drill for ore. Auto miners are nice, but you're going to reach a point where you will want more ores. This multi-block will help with that. It will also pre-macerate your ores and give you a little bonus crushed ores as well. See, it's going to pre-macerate it all. That's actually kind of really nice. Maximum radius is 48 blocks. Use soldering iron to turn off chunk mode. Use wire cutter to toggle replacing mined blocks with cobblestone. In chunk mode, working area center is the chunk corner. Is the chunk corner nearest to the drill. Gives 3 times as much crushed ore versus normal processing. 3 times as much crushed ore? Wait a minute. Wait. So, instead of every raw diamond getting 2, we would get 6 raw diamond each? Or for electroline, it would be like 30? There's no way. That's insane if it does. Electro... It gives 3. Well, this says... If they wrote it right with the English... Where did I read that now? How did I lose that? Oh, wait, right here. Yeah, gives 3 times as much. Yeah, 3 times as much crushed ore versus normal processing. So, I could be comprehending that wrong, but normally if you crush, you know, you get 2. But it says 3 times as much. Doesn't say 3 crushed ores, 3 times more than what you would normally get. Which I guess I don't know how I'd be able to test that, really. Unless I mined the entire chunk with, like... I don't know. Like, I don't know, doing it a different way. Like a test world, having it, like, reset and stuff. And it has Fortune 4. So yeah, what does this take? Or... Oh, it's literally the same exact as my other one. It's just a different, okay. Yeah. So, the drilling fluid. You'll need to make lots of drilling fluid. 64 is a tiny amount to get started with. Plan to make thousands of buckets, perhaps on site, or pumped in via long-distance fluid pipes. Drilling fluid. So, a mixer... Water and stone. We have a bunch of stone dust we can use. 3.2 seconds. Water cells. See, the water cells is kind of gross. It's going to take a lot of that. I don't know how much more it is, but I mined a redstone vein and it didn't fit in a compressed chest. Hot damn. Forgot if they actually made fortune work on raw ores or not. I'm not sure. So the empty cell can go into a water tank. Actually, can a water cell go into... Well, I guess... this thing, a water reservoir, we can make another one. And then that can fill up another tank. Or actually... Hold on, we can get a super tank right next to it. Okay, I would actually like to take this oil out. I need a quicker pump. Fortune, I think it only works with small ores. No, it actually works with the large ores. I've tested that a couple times in the stream. Okay, so we're gonna fill this up, and then we'll set up a system for making some more drilling fluid. Wasn't there a change recently passed in 2.7? Yes. So the large ores, the Fortune does work with the large ores. It does. I am willing to bet my YouTube channel on it. If we don't come back tomorrow, the channel gets shut down. Solid steel machine casings. Steel frames. Oil, or... Ooh. Dang. Okay, maybe we're not making that. Alright, well, we'll come back to that next time. I don't have what it takes. Don't have the tungsten. It's fine. I'll make it a different time. Are we missing circuits, actually, for that? No, motors. $32. Okay, fine. 16. Let's just try 8. Barely made 8. Alright, so we got 4 miners, all that. Good. Now I need my extruder with the ingots. Ingot shape. There's a netherite line in 2.8 now. Yeah, that's going to be interesting having to mess around with. With tools, I know it works with, but with machines, it could be because of the raw ore. Oh, I got you. Okay, that's what you're talking about. Yeah, I know for sure it works with tools. I don't know about machines. So, dense plate. So it'll be a minute and a half each. Downstairs. Circuit 9? Yes. So, well, you just take those, and then we'll put these down here. Can use a cell on a generator if it is the same size as the generator tank. Alright, so I'll let it craft up. I'll have to remember to switch that back over. I really need to get some more interfaces back. So I can use these. Hold on. Water, sodium. I can get a lot of Certus quartz back. Water, sodium. Let's do that actually. Get some more Certus quartz back. Dump this all off real quick. The floor design looks so cool. Oh, it's going on, Coffee. How you doing? Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoy the design. So, obsidian, just drop that in there, boom. And we want Certus quartz. And then we can take sodium. Is it a 1-for-1? Uses. It is a 3-to-1. So I got 3 stacks. I'll take 1 stack of sodium. Take my water. It's very dark in here. Some YouTuber just uses a couple of hempcrete, but this looks more aesthetic. Well, I'm glad that you enjoy it. I tried... See, I want it to be, you know, a lot nicer looking. Like, I have a nice little ceiling. Try to do some designs. Like, I see what everybody else does, which I do like, you know, the very simplistic... just everything kind of all the same with a couple different outlines. But I like having different sections of everything, like areas under the machines and all that, to have it set up. So, uses. Also, I see that my machine's struggling over there. No circuit at all. Okay, so boom, 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 boom. And then we want water. Hopefully it doesn't make anything else that we don't want. Alright, hold on, machine. Yeah, I know you're struggling. Shut off. Should get like a little button here to make like a shut off valve. That'd be kind of cool. So now all the benzene's going to flow into the other tank. Really need to upgrade these energy hatches to keep up with everything. 476 carbon dust. Beautiful. Alright, there you go. Merry Christmas. Yeah, because the efficiency of this turbine is... Oh yeah, it's really bad when it's off and on like that. Certus quartz, why are you not crafting up input hatch? Chlorine, take that back out. Oh, there's probably no output space. Yep, hydrochloric acid is full. So I shouldn't make anything, right? Uses... No. Shouldn't use anything at all. LV, 25 seconds. Water, Certus quartz dust, and sodium. Certus quartz dust, sodium, and water. Why does it not work? No valid recipe found. Oh, because I'm an idiot, that's why. You can place a pump on the tank with a controller and a lever. Oh, that would be kind of cool. Yeah, just like flip the lever and then boom, there we go. Look at that, a bunch more Certus quartz. Now we can get all of our rods back out of that. That is nice. You can use a cell on the generator if it is the same size as the generator tank, but you don't need a tank. There are multiple. There isn't... Wait, there isn't only one type of fortune in Gregtech New Horizons. There are multiple. Oh, that makes a bit more sense. Look at that. 3 stacks of Certus quartz. The hydro regulator. What is that? It's still not even done. It's take forever. So these are all good. This is all done. Now I can take all of my hot ingots, cool them down. My hot tantalum. We have 16 stacks of ilmenite. All this rutile yet that has to be used. Probably should put these back into storage. Me glass cables, all these cables. Superconductor HV wire. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Chest we shall keep right here. Keep the pattern. Basic turbine we don't care about. Although we probably should. Alright, so compressed chest. We still need dark steel chests. We need double dark steel plates. So diamond chest. How many diamond chests can we make? Can we make 10 of them? 29 diamond plates missing. What do we got for diamonds? Not much. Although we are processing more, so we should have some more soon. Vanilla Fortune is a type. Greg Machine's Fortune is a different type. Infinity Pickaxe Fortune is a third type. What about the Tinkerer's Construct Fortune with the Lapis? Is that a different type as well? What's the closest you can get to auto-crafting in LV? Making circuits is already a bunch of pain in the ass. Maybe like contraptions with hoppers and chests and conveyors, item pipes maybe, into auto-crafting tables. Don't know if it's really worth the time and the effort, but that is one thing that I do know of. Alright, we can sift all that out too. Tinker's Construct Fortune is the same as the Vanilla Fortune. Okay. So if I were to enchant this with Fortune 3 on it, that probably would do... Oh, it's already got Fortune 3 with the Lapis. Okay, that's what that gives that. So if I added, if I even could, like a Fortune 3 book onto it, it probably wouldn't do anything. Or maybe it would make it Fortune 4. Still such a long time. What is it in the cutting machine? How long is that normally? LV is 384 seconds. HV, a minute and a half. Wow. Hey, look at least all these Nord chips that we have. Should have one chest for like Nord chips. Or just any chips. Have chips in one, wafers in another, but it's fine. So we could do that. Wafers. Stuff that needs to be cut down. Then we have our lenses, which we don't need a chest that big for. Wafer. Other garbage. I guess, what is it? This we'll never use. Don't even know what this is. Kind of doing a little base cleanup. This can be more garbage. It appears to be all the wafers. Okay, we're gonna have to let that chill for a while. Oh, you can't even enchant it to begin with. Okay. It wouldn't do anything. Alright, also let's change the sleepy time music. It's only 3 o'clock, so that's nice. We have like 2 hours yet to stream. Beginning. So, what is it? Tomorrow's Saturday, we have Sunday as well. I'm not sure exactly what my plans are for... I have time. I could stream tomorrow morning and Sunday morning. Although, I have not even started any video editing yet. I would like to sooner or later, but I keep pushing it off because starting is the hardest part, as well as there's just been so much fun stuff that we've been getting into with Gregtech that I just want to keep playing. It's just hard to stop. So yeah. Alright, that's still going forever. Alright, let's turn this off. $50 ingots. Nice. Still 84 in there. That's just about done. $7 diamonds. Tinker's Fortune is the cheapest enchant, I think, since it's stuck on Fortune 3. Roasted nickel, manganese, bauxite. So yeah, eventually you gotta get the bauxite processing line, which is pretty gross. Which hopefully they explain at some point. I mean, even if they don't, whatever, it's fine. Actually, I thought they did. Hold on, let's go back to So what does it take to make these HSSGs? I think it was like tungsten or tungsten steel, vanadium, molybdenum, chrome, yeah, and tungsten steel. So once we get a good access to tungsten, maybe we'll be able to find with that. Alright, we need a parachute. Let's make sure we actually have all of our gear to go to space. Let's go to sleep. I like how we still haven't even touched any machines yet. Hello, buddy. Nothing. We have no gear here. Alright, well at least we have a parachute. Nothing there. None of that there. Yeah, now I have to remember how to use, like, the oxygen and stuff. That's gonna be great. Where is the rocket? So there's rocket with that. Oxygen. Take that, thank you very much. 2 medium oxygen tanks with all the other oxygen tanks, because we can never have enough. Boom, boom. Thought I had another one. Yeah, right there. Frequency module. Okay, we take that. Take the oxygen mask. Okay, we put the parachute on. Oxygen compressor, oxygen collector, bubble distributor. Okay, I believe I already had oxygen stuff on the moon yet. If not, no big deal. I need the launch pad. What if 18? Is there one supposed to go and stay on the moon? Oh, one might have been from when I died. Well, we'll keep the extra just in case. Hold on, how do we... How do we access the inventory of this thing? I forgot. $10.3K. I guess I could go into my... Hold on. J... H... No, K. I thought they told you. Okay, here we go. B. So, fuel. Okay, we just need to power this up to get some fuel into here. Just need a capacity or capacitor. Basically this guy. Need one more for downstairs. 7,980. Medium cadmium battery. So we're missing a battery and a chassis. Machine chassis. Okay, we'll make a couple of those. Cadmium battery, which I thought we had somewhere laying around. Hey lad, what's going on? Medium sodium battery. Gross. Can I still use that? I doubt it. Oh, I can. So it's just gonna have... Oh, good. capacitor. Aluminum bolt, manganese foil. Okay. Aluminum bolt, manganese foil, and what is that? That is circuit 1 and molten polyethylene. Alright. So, do you have auto crafting yet? I do have some. I have been absent for a lot of the streams. So this is my auto crafting setup. It's not completely finished. There's a lot of crafting that I still have to do kind of manually. But that's why we're going to the moon, because we need a lot of Certus quartz to help boost our AE2 system. So we're going to go back and get a bunch of that fun stuff, as well as probably a bunch more aluminum, ilmenite, and I don't know, we'll see what else. So I was solidly existing on the internet today and came up upon a clip of a match that happened in a game called Mecha Break. I was just watching, but the amount of dopamine that released in my brain from seeing a whole mech dodge lasers midair made me want to play it. That's actually pretty cool. It's a pretty new game that came out. I can't say that I've heard of it. Automating motors, pumps, and circuits are the best. Yeah, I have some motors. I don't have a whole lot, so I have a bit more to get yet. Does not like the battery. Alright, fine. Battery. Medium lithium battery. Medium sodium battery. Why did you not use... Oh, wait, hold on. Cadmium battery. That's why. Large battery, medium battery, cadmium. Can I just make the battery like... Yeah, it is like that. Okay. So it's 8. That'll get actually all 8 right there. Let's just do half. Do 4, and then go to the packager. Very new. It came out this month. Okay. Boink. What's disappointing is that I regarded Mecha Break as just another Gooner bait game because of the looks of the female, yeah, main character, but good God, is the PvP so satisfying to watch. That is kind of funny that there are people out there who will only buy a game for, like, that reason. And it's pretty stupid. But, you know, there are those people. I'll be right back. 1 second. I gotta go to the bathroom. I also just realized we're going to need a bunch more mining pipes as well. We don't have many of those. Far away voice plays. You just hear me getting further and further away from the mic. Alright, capacitor bank. Thank you. Then we can just get an LV gas turbine. Thank you. That'll be used to charge this. Tanks. Tanks a lot, friend. No. Yes. 32,000, so you can store the hydrochloric acid that is just chilling in my... Oh, that's not enough. Alright, fine. Steam. We can get rid of that. We don't need steam. Can I void this? How does one void the steam? There we go. So go back to circuit 1. Take all these. chest. We want 10 of them. It's fine, we can take 8 of them. Yes. So we got all these dense obsidian plates. Where's our steel? Should have a conveyor on. Oh, but there we go. Oh, I can't. That stupid cover's on it. It's blocking it. I made the supper from leftovers from the fridge. I made deep oil fried fries with fried sausage from the barbecue and a little bit of cheese. Sounds really good, delicious. I had, what is it? I had a leftover hamburger for lunch today that I had made for dinner yesterday. It was pretty good. There it is. That should be plenty enough. 1, 2, 3. Oh yeah, we have. Wow, that's a lot. Okay, probably overkill, but it's fine. Alright, so we have mining pipes. We should have fuel, or we'll be getting some more fuel. Cut that up. Cut that up. Just dump that there for now. Alright, so we have dense plates. We have the diamonds for everything else. The diamond chests. 42 diamonds out of all that, dang. Not really a lot. Isn't it a bad idea to use the door to enter the clean room? I mean, yeah, people say don't use it because you lose a little bit of efficiency, but it literally takes like a couple seconds to refill back to 100%. Even if you're like jumping back and forth multiple times, it's not that bad. Okay, so now to get the compressed chest, we need the dark steel chest. Where's our dark steel? Double dark steel plates. Dark steel, double dark steel plates. Chest. We got 8. Obsidian. 55 dense obsidian. Uses. So we're going to use the dark steel chest, the obsidian chest, dense obsidian, and electric pistons. Can need more diamond chests for. Oof. And more dense obsidian plates. That's gross. Borger. Borger was good. If it's not 100%, it just has a chance to void the item. Right. And it's probably not even that high of a chance unless you're like really, really low, I'd assume. Circuit 2. Okay, just in case, let's just leave it like that. Why Ender mean, why not the ender tank? Ender. Void saving chest. I don't know what you mean, Carlos. They added gravestones to RL Craft. So I saw a thumbnail about that. What is that all about in Bedrock Edition? I don't feel like doing magic right now. Endarium. And those are IV stuff, so we can't even do that. Why do you have an ender bank? I was in the bathroom. Ender bank? Oh, this guy. I have it just in case we need to power up the oxygen production at the moon. I think we already have stuff there, but I just wanted to make sure just in case. Because we're going to go get some resources from the moon. And I didn't even compress my diamonds. What a silly guy. Purified diamonds. Redstone. No, you don't sift redstone. Okay. Just take batteries that can be put in the machines. Oh, yeah. Duh. Duh. Okay, we actually wanted to get rid of this too, so that's good. Came up here. Take all the graphite. Just screw it. Throw it in there. We'll use it someday. Not today, but someday we will. Sphalerite. Uses. So yes, we'll use sodium persulfate eventually. Steel chest, and then we want some dense obsidian with the diamond chest. Compressed chest. Boom, boom, obsidian, and piston. So we just need 4 HV pistons, and we have 4 more compressed chests, which is perfect enough for all the HV miners, so I can't really complain. Piston. Oh, we have plenty. Compressed chest. Circuit 1. Boom, boom, boom. So it'll be 15 seconds each. Nice. If everything was automated, you would just have to ask for the chests. I know, sadly I don't have it automated yet. I need... what is it? I need more interfaces. In order to do that, I need to go get more Certus quartz and all that fun stuff. If you die, your items go into a grave. I assume that's it. See, yeah, what is it in normal RL craft? They're just, like, laid there, pretty much, I think, right? Okay, we're starting up the 4th one. It's actually nice. 4 more compressed chests that I'm going to easily find a way to fill up with junk. Boom. Battery, 3 small lithium batteries. Shouldn't need much more than that. Capacitor bank. Alright, so we have... should I just do this? Power, more liquid oxygen, ender fluid conduits. We don't really need that. super tank with benzene, another random tank. So 4 miners, 4 turbines, 4 chests. Make sure I don't have any extra tanks laying around. Redstone, HP batteries. These will be fine. I mean, I don't think I'm going to be there for that long. Unless you're saying because the small ones don't work. Or redstone crystal. I don't think I have a redstone crystal. Take this guy. And it appears we do not have any other tanks. Methane. Biodiesel, fluorine, salt water, hydrofluoric acid, refinery gas, methanol, and CO2 gas. Alright, we should be good. Should be everything. I don't think I have any other tanks laying around anywhere. Oh, I misspoken. So good. 1, 2, 3 tanks. We need one more. It should work, but I don't know if the energy is enough. Just test it to fill your oxygen tank. Yes. Okay, I will test it in just a second. Craft 1. I don't have enough. Shall I just do that? Oxygen compressor, so let's just do this. Battery in there. Liquid oxygen. No valid oxygen tank. There we go. Yeah, it works pretty good. I mean, it drains relatively quickly, but that's plenty enough for what we need. Okay, let's take that out. Use the energy we got. Use the oxygen we got. Probably just power it up for a little bit. There we go. Alright, oxygen tank full. Perfect. So yeah, it works out pretty good. So we got all these, got all those, got that. And we have the parachute upstairs. Oh, that's why. Oh, hold on, capacitor. This is the real reason we wanted it. Capacitor. Where are you? Right here. Because we needed to fuel up the rocket. Oh, hello. So we got that. And then LV. Feed back into that. Get a little bit of benzene, which we still need some. 700,000. I feel like we need a lot more than that. Okay, well, let's just let that dump out for a little bit. 10.3k. Should work with the RF capacitor, right? If I'm not mistaken. RF. Benzene. Yeah, to power this. Which I don't think it worked. No. So it charges that. So I think I just need a cable. Use the battery. Yeah, see, it doesn't even, that's kind of weird. Well, it's a good thing we're testing this out now, because then if we had some other stuff going on, it would not be good. Load fuel. Okay, well, let's take you back. Actually, you could just stay there. We don't even care. Take this back out. Thank you. And we are going to go back to getting some more fuel. Take this guy. Thank you very much. Put that on. And I think we should have everything, hopefully. Battery's okay, yeah. Alright, we just want some benzene. What? Why are you doing that? Stupid. Alright, whatever. Here's all this. Fill that one up. Fill that one up. Fill that one up. Okay, these are all filled. Do the tanks have a pump? Yes, we got all the pumps that we need for all the tanks. So we got our miners, we got our advanced gas turbines, we have tanks to fuel them, 1, 2, 3, 4 tanks, plus the other tank of benzene over there. We have all the mining pipes, we have our oxygen gear, chest to put it all into. We should be alright. How's this looking? Full. Alright, time to go to space. Space to launch, turn left and right, inventory, yep. Time to go back to the moon. This is great. How many hours are we into the stream? We haven't even touched any of the multi-blocks yet. Oh boy, if it wasn't for the power problems. There we go. Whee! Oh, this is okay. We turn like this. Ah, this is how. Okay. Interesting. I don't like how it's sometimes like the sound effects don't work and they just kind of glitch out. Hopefully we'll be able to survive. Because I think the landing gear comes with the rocket, so we shouldn't have to worry about that, I think. Alright, where's the moon? Oh, there's the moon. Why is the moon down there? At least it looks like it's about to be daytime on the moon, I think. Oh, I forgot about the space station. HV machine hull, 4 nanoprocessors, glass panes, and a tin decoration block. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh, you bastard. Take out and put in the sound item from the galactic equipment. Oh, the frequency module? Take it out and put it back on? Launch. Yes, we're going to launch to the moon. Chat. Okay, I thought we were stuck for a second. Oh, wait. Y is 371. Okay, here we go. We are landed back in. For a second, I thought we were just stuck. Okay, entry velocity, 10 meters per second. This is as slow as we can get. Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you very much. I will take my rocket and my launch pad. I do have another launch pad just in case, so I'm just going to place it down. Alright. So we did have... Oh, that's what it was. We needed a cable to go between. Okay, so we already have this set up. Just make sure we're not going to die. Thankfully, we have all of our gear on us. So now, let's actually go get this stuff set up. So we want chests, we want these, we want this. Wrench. Prospector. Alright. So I don't even know which ones I've mined out. Bauxite. Okay, ilmenite. Ooh, no, we want the chromite vein. What ores are you trying to get? And the parachute. Yeah, we got the parachute. Yes, it bugs the sound. Okay. So, I mean, now that I know how good chromite is, I do want a lot more chromite. Mainly ilmenite, so we get some more titanium and tantalum and all that beautiful stuff. As well as we are going to need a bunch of Certus quartz, so we'll mine out some of these guys actually. Let's get that started. Oh yeah, I forgot, like, it's like magically rains on the moon too that we didn't even know about. This biome does not have precipitation. Okay, never mind then. Although, no, it also said that there was magic rain or something. I don't know, I saw something about that. So we're gonna do this. 64k. Boom, boom. Boom. Item auto output. Thaumcraft fake rain. Oh, the meteors. Yeah, okay, so the meteors would make a bit more sense. Where's my builder's wand? I don't even think I have it out here. And that right there should be plenty safe. So we're going to make a waypoint, create miner number 1. Sweet, so we'll let that go crazy. 64k, we can toss another one in there, thank you very much. Yeah, meteors hit areas with loaded chunks. So let's actually go load this too real quick. I should make this a little bit bigger just in case. J. Nope. I want this. Load the chunk, yeah. It just went and done like a bunch of stuff and then come back with nothing. Alright, it's a little bit more protected now. Oh, really? Okay, well, ooh, lightning summoner. Hello, look at that. What the heck? Hey, we got... Okay, that's actually right. I don't know how we got that from here, because usually it comes from charged creepers. Where is that quest? What the heck? Yeah, you found a yellowish glowing ball. It might be useful later on. Sweet. Oh yeah, you can make the Thor's hammer and a super Thor's hammer. Ouch. Reactor shielding. So we already mined... I hate that sound. Ilmenite. We already... It's not depleted. Galena, silver, and lead. Okay, let's go back down this way. Quartzite. So we're gonna get chromite, ilmenite. I don't know what the overite or whatever is for. Oh, we should get some more neodymium. Yeah, we should do that. monazite, bastnasite. I don't remember if bastnasite was actually good. So let's go down here, get another neodymium vein. So we want this, this, this. 2 of these. Boom, boom. Oxygen's doing alright, so that's good. Boom, boom. Auto output. So we want a tank going in, tank going in. No, we wanted that on the other one. Hold on. There we go. So that continues to go. Oh, it's going to be a bit more annoying. Item auto output. Advanced gas turbine. Nice. The larger the charged area. Oh, okay, the lower the chance of the meteor hitting the machines. Yeah, like if I have a bigger area, like loaded in. That way it's not guaranteed to cram in and hit that spot. Alright. Take all the dirt. So that's miner number 2. New miner number 2. Okay, and let's go continue on down this way. Ouch. Bauxite. I guess these bauxite veins are not too bad. So I could have one on a bauxite vein to get a bunch of aluminum, and then I can have another one to get ilmenite and chromite. So let's go do that. Bauxite. So set one up right here. Get 4 sets out right away. So give me that back. You can have this one. Oh, I messed up. Alright, so that's going to be powered up. Auto item output. And I didn't even claim the other chunk. That's smart of me. Alright, so we're going to claim this chunk. I'm going to go back and claim this other chunk. Perfect. And then we can go label this one real quick. J, HV miner number 3, new miner number 3. So now we can go find a chromite vein. Actually, the ilmenite vein, which we have one right there, but I think we've already mined in that one before. Perfect. Another ilmenite vein. Nice. HV miner. Boom. Alright, so now what we just kind of have to do is just kind of chill, maybe do some other mining. So we're going to claim this chunk, and that is going to be that. HV miner number 4. Waypoint. New. Miner number 4. Boom. So we have plenty of benzene in this one, so we'll take this for some of the others. It's 110,000. 174, that should be plenty enough. Alright, there we go. We got some aluminum and stuff already starting to be mined out. At least we shouldn't have to worry about titanium for a long time. Ooh, okay, we're also getting copper out of this too, so that's beautiful. Thank you very much. Keep you topped up. Not a fan of that. Actually, we could do this. Hold on. Oh, damn it. So that's full. 31,000, and then that's 31,000. So this empties out. Just dump back in. And we're good. So we press F9 again. Get rid of that disgusting screen. How is this doing? Keep that topped up. We have 11 Certus quartz. That's gross. Alright. And then if we check our map, so this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We already checked all these. Honestly, we might as well just continue to mine a bunch more Certus quartz. Just kind of get that as much as we can. Love how that we have all that diamond stuff here. How's our oxygen gear? Looking good. Alright, so there's that. We can get rid of the crowbar. Don't need these tools, don't need any of this. Boom, boom, boom. Sword, maybe we can have out. Battery, we're fine. Benzene. Keep an oxygen tank just on the ready. Nice. What does the portable scanner say here? No pollution. Wonder why. I also realized my hammer's almost dead, kind of, as well. So anybody have any good plans for this weekend? Anything fun going on, or just relaxing? So at least with the quartzite, because I get barite out of it. I can macerate it. So we'll put it in the macerator, then we'll do all that. Which actually would be a good idea to get our maceration stack now. Get all of our extra outputs out of it. Is it more quartzite the lower down we go? What's that? Barite ore. Get barium from it, that's about it. Don't care about the sulfur or the oxygen, so... It's about a horse a piece which level I mine at. I just got back from camping and going to a waterfall with a bunch of my friends. But other than that, just working in Gregtech New Horizons. Nice. I'm glad that you had a good time camping. Yep, just trying to relax myself a little bit before, well, all I know is so far is Monday that I have to work. I don't know if it's going to be a multiple day job or a one day thing. So, we'll see what we can get done here, hopefully this weekend. As well as it would be nice to get a good amount of video editing done if I can start tomorrow. What's your job? So for my job, I am a millwright. Basically, going in, fixing machines, putting in new machines, in pretty much like any industrial place, I guess, that you could think of. What would be nice, I just realized too, is if we get an industrial washer, get 2 of them, just for the sole fact of one, we can have the simple ore wash mode, and then the other one we can have... Oh my gosh, that is a lot worse than I thought this spider was going to be. Dang, an oxygen concentrator. Thank you very much. That's some good loot on that. Oh, neat. Sounds like it would stay pretty interesting. It does. Sometimes it could be interesting for not so fun ways, but it is pretty much always interesting because you never know what you're going to do. One week you could be working in a food plant, another one like a paper mill, you could technically work in a steel mill, just pretty much anything. Yeah, this spider bazooka. I don't like spider bazookas. Hey Carlos, I forgot, I don't remember, it's been a little while since we talked about it. So, the playthrough right now that you're in Gregtech New Horizons, is this the furthest you've ever made it? Or have you gotten further and made the Stargate before? I hear you. I heard you. Alright, let's swap that out. I don't like how it uses the 1. Do I have all my chunks loaded in? I really wish you could scan. Well, that's minor 1, so I should. In 2.6, I arrived at the Stargate, but it was easier. What did they do to make it harder? Oh, more tears. Okay. They're all mad with each other. Oh, just have an all-out gang war down here. Also, I apologize for your ears with all the dinging. Alright, that's pretty much everything. Each time they add more tiers with more difficult machines. Or basically, like, more difficult to obtain materials to make, like, upgraded versions of said machines. Hey-oh, look at that, meteor. Yeah, we need meteoric iron, actually, too. We don't really get much of this. Alright, so this is where we turn this off. We don't need that. Keep the meteoric iron. Was in 2.6 that big ass Chinese furnace. Chinese furnace. Like now there's the Forge of Gods. Yeah, see, I don't know any of that stuff yet. Oh yeah, couldn't I use like the moon dust for something? Hold on a minute. Uses. Macerate the moon dust centrifuge into manganese, rare earth. Ooh, 5% chance of platinum metallic powder. Okay. We are taking all of our moon dust. It would have been so much easier. Look at that. We had tungstate. Which, endstone dust. Okay, so the endstone dust, you do have a huge chance, a lot greater of a chance at getting stuff out of it, or getting tungstate. But we have so much stone, moonstone, I think, back at the base. We can get some manganese out of it. We'll get more of the platinum, rare earth, silicon dioxide we don't really care about. So we should start processing our moonstone dust. Even though we don't get much out of it, we still get something. Ender goo. Endium dust. Liquid ender. Ender eye dust. Oh, look at that. Deimos. Still only a 3.5% chance for that. Lapis. Neodymium. Sheldonite. Oh, you get platinum out of that, I think. Pitch blend. Sulfuric acid. Mercury stone. If you want to go to mercury. Draconium, jade, titanium. 30%. Cool. Take all that stone dust. Alright, so let's dump that in. Thank you very much. Yeah, you got plenty of benzene. Tons of liquid oxygen as well. I heard that it was a Chinese mod first, and they later added that to Greg. Wait, so do you actually get the Stargate roll if you complete it on the not current version? I don't know. I mean, yeah, maybe they would do like updated Stargate rolls, so you'd have like a Stargate from the earlier version of the mod pack. And that's kind of the harder thing too, because like I have been updating throughout the gameplay. Like when it goes to 2.8, I'm probably going to upgrade to 2.8. Otherwise, like if you were to just play in one version forever, I mean, it would take you years obviously to get to the end, and then well, by the time you get to restart and then play the newest version, it's already like 3 updates in afterwards. Hey Blaze, how's it going? Pretty good. How you doing, Tooth Grinder? We're just chilling over here, trying to get a bunch of Certus quartz and a bunch of other good stuff from the moon. Which actually, let's see what we have for Certus quartz now. We have 9, just under 9 stacks, so like 8.5. And then times 2, and then we can go centrifuge that, so we have plenty for our A2 system. It's almost 4 o'clock now. That's also sad. How do you prove to them that you completed the New Horizon legitly? I think you would have to have like screenshots and stuff of your base, because they know what do you want to call it? Like a Stargate base would look like. But that's the thing too, is like people could easily just build it in creative. I mean, granted, it's still a lot of work, but people still could cheat and just do it in creative and say that they did it. They can tell, yeah. Finish my LCRs and EBFs for the plant line. Maybe they want a save file. Maybe. I don't know if there's ways for them to see if you did cheat. Which I feel like why would you cheat? I mean, you know you didn't get it yourself if you were to do that. Oh, hold on, there we go. You physically can't make it in creative. Really? Did not know that. Well, what is it that you can't make in creative, though? Like, certain... I don't know. I guess that's... I don't know. I've heard the Discord members really know what an endgame base looks like. Typically, it's also going to be someone who's been active in the Discord or has some presence in the community at that point. Just fair enough, I guess. That makes sense. Oh boy. I'm not happy that these guys exist here. Ow. Okay, you guys are going for a bit yet. Where's my benzene? Oh, here's all my other moonstone. Where's my other benzene? I have an oxygen tank. I have all the, oh, there it is. I'm just blind. So these are going to take a while before they're finished. I mean, we have not much. A little bit of raw iron, copper, neodymium. Just a very small amount of neodymium. Oh my gosh, it is extremely dark on the moon. I mean, it is nighttime, I know, but it's like, holy goodness. Yeah, I guess that's that. Just gonna take a little bit. That's miner number 2. Let's go see miner number 1. Yeah, because you need parts of the survival game that can't come from a normal crafting table. You need the assembly line multi-blocks. Okay. And some more quartz. Make sure that this is in the claim chunk. It is. Oh, let me make sure this one, number 2, may not be in a claim chunk. If it's not, I'm going to be sad. No, it is. So we're good. How's this looking? Also very slow and very gross. A little bit of ilmenite. I really could just go home and let these chill here. I mean, well, yeah, no, these should still mine even though we're not in the dimension because they're loaded. Yeah, this just started getting into full-size ores. Wow. So 546,000. Hold on, make sure we're loaded. We are. But there are players who use the administrator command to complete the quests. That's kind of strange. 166. I don't know if I want to do that yet. Check this fluid here. I think what's more likely to happen is people cheating massive amounts of items in rather than creating a whole fake base. I gotcha. 30, 60, that's like 90 something, okay. Yeah, your chunks are loaded because for me it looks different when loading the chunks. Yeah, they're loaded. It's got the little dashes in there. So I could just leave this. I could just go home and then come back because otherwise we're not going to get anything done. Although, do I want to do some more mining? Moon rock. Uses macerate into moonstone. Alright, so there's a bunch of moon rock in there. That's fine. Can get out of that. Sweet, so we do have some meteoric iron. Redstone. What else do we want? Oxygen's alright. Let's fill this one back up a little bit. But like what Rio said, though, about someone being active in the Discord and the community. Alright, what do we want to mine now? Galena, silver, lead. I mean, maybe. Rovite. I don't even know what that is. Hey, Bye, what's going on? How far ahead are the live streams from the videos? I severely apologize about that. They are way further ahead. Just because there is a little bit of laziness with the video editing, I'm not going to lie to you. Also, it's kind of a secondary thing to the streams because I try to stream whenever I'm not working. So, since YouTube's not my full-time job, sadly, there's a lot of time that gets taken up for anything YouTube related with my real job, which hopefully we can change that at some point, which would be nice. But yeah, roughly the videos I think are what, maybe 100 to 150 hours in, and we are technically 500 hours in now, so it's pretty bad. But I do want to start doing some more video editing tomorrow, so hopefully we can get another video next week. And then if I'm not working. Right now I work Monday, but that's all I know about. But welcome into the stream. Hopefully you're having a good time, and I do apologize if we got a lot of spoilers there for you now. Yeah, I'm like, damn, this looks a lot farther than the videos, but totally fair that the streams are far ahead of the video editing. It is a lot of work. I really enjoy the videos. Well, awesome. I'm glad that you enjoy them. You know, that's always the thing I say is it's kind of hard to tell if I'm doing a good job. I mean, I do have a lot of people that say that they like them, which is awesome. Because, yeah, I do put a decent amount of work into them when I do the video editing, and I always try to, like, say people who you like to watch, and then you're like, oh, man, is that kind of... Like, you try to steal ideas a little bit here and there, and you kind of mix it up into your own thing, but then you're, like, praying, like, oh, my gosh, I hope that it works. But, yeah, thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Uvarite is very good. Oh, it's a very good Chrome source. Okay. I love that you always reply to my comments. Definitely keeps me coming back. Yeah, I try. That's the one big thing about my channel is even... What is it? Even when like I end up being really busy, I still try to check YouTube comments on the videos all the time. Try to respond to pretty much everything. Unless it's like a really bad comment or like a bot comment or just like... it's just like somebody writing a dot or something weird like that. I try to respond to everybody. As well as in my streams, I try to read everybody's chat messages. For however long that may last, I don't know, but we'll try and continue that as long as we can. Alright, we need to stay away from the ground. Hold on. So we are right here. Tin and cassiterite. We'll try and mine this vein right here. Oh, just see, we've already mined some of it. Oh my god. Okay, well that's not as safe as I thought it was going to be. Let's get out of there. You know, maybe let's get some lead. We're going to need some lead for when we actually go to get indium. There is YouTube that uses admin mode, like Average Player and others. Wait, what does Average Gregtech Player do? I don't even know what admin mode is. Alright, is there actually going to be anything here? Or is it just like way down? It's probably way down here. So, what is your experience with Gregtech New Horizons by? Is it by or bay? How do you say it? Say by like B-Y-E. By, okay, it is right. Awesome. Cheap blocks and materials. Okay, yeah. So that's something I just never would want to do because I'm already here for such a long time. I might as well take a little bit of extra time to do it and grab them all by hand. Even if it is a stupid amount of time that I'm going to be doing it. But that's just me. But as long as anybody like playing the mod pack is enjoying it, that's the only thing that matters. So I enjoyed the struggle. It's part of my Chinese name because I'm learning Chinese right now. Awesome. I wish you the best of luck with that. watched some of his streams and he had the JEI cheat on. Oh, it's a cheat mode. Okay, yeah, just like grab stuff from JEI. That's why I always get freaked out. Like sometimes I click and drag, I'm like, why am I allowed to click and drag from the JEI? But then like I click somewhere else and it disappears. I'm like, okay, good. Which I did realize Ray Bob was talking about yesterday is like you can use that to create your filters for everything and enter IO lines and stuff, which is awesome. Hello, buddy. Oh my goodness, there's so many. Alright, let's turn this off. We can't do that anymore. I have too much junk. When it's on, the wrench in the bottom corner turns red. Yeah, this one. Control click here to cycle between recipe, utility, and cheat mode. Yeah, no thank you. Moon rock. It's a funny thing. Hold on, put a dropper down. Oh, that is not the dropper. Moon turf. Moon dirt. Okay, well, stone dust. Just get rid of it. So we don't need a spider eye. Don't need that. Impure pile of Certus quartz. We really don't need it. There's string we don't need. Impure pile of silver dust. Hello, kitty cat. Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Huh? Do you want to tell the audience? Are you hungry? Are you shy? Are you a good kitty? No, just rub on the microphone. Okay. Still too shy. I've seen a couple YouTube series on Gregtech New Horizons. I think some from Threefold definitely looks a lot like a lot of work. Don't know if I have the mental fortitude to play through it though. Yeah, it is pretty time consuming, I guess. Roughly, let's just say anywhere from, for the average player, probably 5,000 to 10,000 hours. I mean, I initially heard 8,000. Some people always like to say, no, that's not true. But we're 500 hours in, and I would say we're probably not even a quarter of the way done. And I'm going to be doing every single quest, so that's also probably going to take us a lot more time. So I'm guessing roughly 12,000 hours of gameplay for me. Plus, what else are we doing? Hold on, I'm trying to think. Oh no, not plus anything else. So we're pretty much doing all that, all the quests, all the achievements, but I think we're going to be here yet for another 2 years or so. You can see that guy's very fast in the tiers. There is something wrong. I have 105 hours, and I'm about to do my EBF in 2.8. Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you were to, fully speedrun, you knew everything, I wonder how fast you could honestly, get to HV. Lead. I don't think there's much lead. I definitely vibe with the completionist of the game. I try to get all the achievements in the games I play. See, that's the same thing here. I love getting all the achievements. And the thing is, some of the other games, I hate, looking up the achievements, too. I don't know if you're that way as well. Sometimes, I kind of, I almost, well, I guess not sometimes. Say Peak, for example. It's a pretty fun game we've been playing recently. And thankfully they do have something like the achievements tab like this in Minecraft, but they call it, accolades. And then there's, the little badges, and they tell you, what you kind of have to do. Rather than looking in Steam. I feel like Steam's kind of a little bit of cheating, as well as, looking up on Google. But eventually, if it's, really, really impossible to figure out, then I sometimes do give in. But I try not to. But yeah, completing all the quests is also, it's just like a, I don't know, weird sense of accomplishment. Getting 100% of the achievements on games and stuff. But yeah, hopefully we continue to see you around. Whether it's more comments from videos and stuff, or just continued in Gregtech New Horizons streams, or any of the other games that we play. Love having you. It was great to meet you so far today. There are some games that have missable content that I don't like. I was playing through the Final Fantasies, and the second one has a lot of situations where you can miss out on achievements. Really? That's kind of dumb. Yeah, like, oh, you don't do exactly one thing in, say, a certain town before you move on, and then, boom, you're done. You'll never get the achievement again. I like the games, but getting achievements for those is annoying. Yeah. Oh, 2-dimension. Okay, not second. Rio, in my opinion, the best way to go about it is to set goals first. Like making your first goal as getting to space or something. Making a goal that you're going to get to the Stargate at first is a little unrealistic. Yeah, for Gregtech's sake. Or you say you want to make it to LV to get your first like electronic machines and stuff, and then after that you kind of bounce to the next thing and the next thing. Which is kind of nice. I know we need galena, lead dust. Let's just go for all the solid ores, honestly. We don't care about anything else. Alright, let's fill our bellies real quick. Hey, Ingalls, how's it going? The first through the 6th Final Fantasies were 2D. The rest after that were 3D. Recently, Square Enix released pixel remasters of the 2D games. Which, usually, those are always kind of a hit and miss, like remasters of games. I'm tired, lol. Ingalls, why are you always tired? You wake up at like 2 in the afternoon. You sleep all day. I mean, you do stay up all night, which is at least like, obviously you're not like sleeping constantly. Just your time frame for everything is a lot different than everybody else. Hey Casper, how's it going? Don't mind the moon here. I haven't. So the title of the stream, we said we're gonna mess around with EV and IV machines. Have not done a single thing with it yet because I realized we needed power, and then that led me down to another rabbit hole with AE2 that we needed Certus quartz, which then I went to the Nether. Then people were saying, oh yeah, the moon has more Certus quartz. Which then I went to the moon, set up 4 HV miners, and we're kind of just chilling, waiting for all that fun stuff now. Alright, impure pile. Boom. Hello, kitty cat. Alright, we don't need the bar right there. I guess all the barite went away. Mining on the moon. Air. Oh yeah, our air's alright. We do have to replenish that. I do keep forgetting about it. That is, it's gonna be the bane of my existence, is always the air. Oxygen. We're good. We have plenty enough. Can you imagine I accidentally swap out the wrong tank and I just die? I could see that happening. Oh, hello. Oh my gosh. Alright, I'm out of here. Wait, hold on. Let's get to the right spot, and bang. This time I blame my friends from where I used to love randomly calling me, waking me up. It's kind of a strange thing, not gonna lie. Luckily the death isn't instant when you run out of air. Yeah, thankfully it's not instant. It's pretty quick though, a little bit quicker than I'd like. I've learned my lesson a couple times from that. Well, Maybe not well enough, because I still let myself get close to running out of oxygen. Alright, how we looking? Honestly, let's just dump that all in there. Service quartz. Someone has really bad aim. So I can't go continue mining. Yeah, I guess maybe a bunch of lead wouldn't be a bad idea. Who needs oxygen? Not me. You can place some items in the compressed chest that won't be full from the mining the vein. Yeah. It's not fast, it's almost a lifeline per second. Oh yeah, which I have like 3 or 4 lifelines maybe? In my 60 hours, I did not only EBF, but my LV/MV base wasted some time with friends on roguelike and got into an awkward situation. I died inside an oil pool, so all tech progression was carried by me. Oh wait, no, I made my base a little bit later. Yeah, I have definitely gotten stuck in an oil pool, and I was worried I was going to lose all my items in it, but thankfully I got everything back. I also have 27 stacks of galena. Not too shabby. Also, let me switch up the music here. We're getting close to the not-so-fun nether music that doesn't fit here. Alright. Let's get this. You're at 47,000. You're filled now, so you're good for a minute. You still have a lot of mining pipes left. Okay, we have over 27 stacks of service quartz in that. That's good. I think I do want to stay on the moon for the entire time until these are done, which I don't even think these are going to be done mining until well after the stream has to end. Which kind of sucks because then I feel bad. I'm going to just have to rename the stream. It's fine. I do want a bunch of neodymium, which we only have 47 in there. Could get a bunch of copper. We do use a lot of copper. Copper would be good. By the way, roguelike provides me some good steel supply. How's that? Yeah, what does the roguelike even mean inside of Gregtech New Horizons? Hello, buddy. Alright, we got some bauxite. We don't even care about that. Ilmenite, yeah, it's alright. Absolutely slow. So PBF skip wasn't painful. Dungeon with 5 levels. So you had to go through dungeons in order to progress and stuff? You were right. 20 is 2. So you get 1 like every 10? Calcium and raw. Okay, so I guess it's decent. Why are you turned off? Hello? There's no way you're done mining. That's it? That's all you got? Why did you shut off? That makes 0 sense. Really? If I go down there and I don't see anything, I guess it was just a bad vein. The dungeons you find on the map have several items that help you. I don't know about Gregtech New Horizons, but I remember there used to be dungeons with lots of levels in Minecraft versions around this time. That's where I would get the division sigils for open blocks. I think that was the mod name. There are division sigils in this mod pack, so it's probably the same stuff that you're talking about. Sometimes it's a vein with no big ores. Yeah, it was kind of sad. So now we need to find another ilmenite vein, because I was lied to about this one by everything. Alright, so we got that. We got that. Let's go find some more. J. Galena, monazite. Look for large sample veins. Oh, I see. Yeah, very large sample. I gotcha. Ilmenite, very large sample. I don't see any ilmenite, so I think you're lying to me. Unless it's the one that's in the bauxite, which I guess... I don't want that, though. Skip this one. Pyrite ore, traces, bastnasite, monazite, neodymium, large. So I assume this is the same one. Ilmenite traces. So traces there as well. Bauxite has more ilmenite than the ilmenite vein. It's in the quest book, really. The bauxite vein contains 2 ores that get you titanium, bauxite, and ilmenite. Bauxite also contains aluminum, as does obviously the aluminum ore. Hold on a second, I am dying because of this stupid tank. When you're mining, you'll surely pick up some meteoric iron from all the small ores, enough to make your rocket. But if it's not enough, or you want to make more, you can also mine the meteors and all that good stuff. Process correctly, you get a lot more gallium out of your bauxite compared to just using thermal centrifuge. You will also get large amounts of rutile and alumina. Okay. Bauxite slurry. So we gotta use crushed bauxite, sodium hydroxide, and quicklime. Well, actually, it's funny enough, we have a bunch of the quicklime from accidentally making it in our plat line. So we make the bauxite slurry. Oh, you can use the purified version. Well, I guess we don't even care about getting grossular. I mean, yeah, no, we don't care about wasting our time for that. Bauxite slurry, use that, heat it up, then put it in the LCR with CO2 gas, aluminium hydroxide. So you get alumina for aluminum, sodium carbonate, bauxite slag dust. Okay, so that's actually rutile, gallium, get quicklime back possibly, and all that good stuff. What the F is this ore processing guide? This mod pack is wild. It's pretty crazy. Thankfully I've figured out how to use the NEI to kind of like work my way around. But then yeah, you get, what is it? You get this. You start with your raw ore, you macerate it, you get it into a crushed version. You can then chemical bath wash it for rutile to get... Oh! Okay, so this is what we would do. We would wash it in a chemical bath with sodium persulfate to get it purified, and then we would turn it into the bauxite slurry to go into the processing line. But like the very basic processing, you could just follow this chart. Like you could or wash it with just water, you can get grossular. Then you could macerate it or thermal centrifuge it, so then you can go down this path. It's not too bad if you follow this. This mod pack should just be a different game at this point. Pretty much is. Yeah, purified version with the chemical bath. Yes, yeah, I see what you're talking about there. Damn. So yeah, heated bauxite slurry. You use that. Sluice juice, you could distill it or centrifuge it. Sluice sand dust. Chrome, neodymium, and iron. Or I could centrifuge it right away. You get some basic stuff. So I would probably want to get the sand out of it. Hello, hold on. Go away from this guy. Start floating. Hover mode disabled. Hover mode enabled. Why is the jetpack not hovering? Whatever. I'm gonna go stand on one of these houses. Oh, yes, my oxygen is actually getting bad. If it wasn't for chat yelling at me, I would probably be dead. Alright, so there we go. We have 2 empty oxygen tanks. Keep this one on standby. You die. We will not die. The amount of effort the mod pack devs put into this mod pack could probably have spent it to make a game in this amount of time. Oh, they easily could. It's been, what, like 10, 15 years that they've been working on it? The oxygen tellers are like the drink water alerts that the streamers have. You know what's funny? We actually have... I don't know what a drink water alert is. I don't know if that's like actual other people that yell at the streamer to drink water, or if it's an alert that they set up themselves. But there is an amazing viewer that we do have on TikTok, which actually I didn't even set up my TikTok stream today. Oops. But yeah, he always comes in every day asking me if I drink water, which is pretty cool, honestly. Someone just comes in and just asks that, and then after he says his piece, drops out of the stream, goes on to the next person. 10-year anniversary was like, what, 3 months before? Yeah, over 10 years. It's pretty nuts. Right. And I want to say thank you to all the devs that have worked on it, and anybody else that has, you know, an imprint on the mod pack, because I absolutely love it. So yeah, that's all that. Heated bauxite slurry, calcite, bauxite slag, sodium carbonate. So the bauxite slag is the big thing we get our gallium. Which actually, bauxite processing is a lot easier than the plant line. It's actually really small. At least from the stuff that I'm seeing. Yeah, because you just make that. There's nothing crazy about it. CO2 gas, it's kind of an annoying thing, but it's not that hard. You get carbon and oxygen. Which actually, can we just do carbon? Straight up carbon? We can. Carbon dioxide. So you have tons of carbon, we have tons of oxygen. So CO2, not even a problem. They could have made families in that time, but they chose to make Greg. He had no families. I'm sure some of them made families. Alright, so maybe let's mine up a bauxite vein. Or copper. Copper and chalcopyrite. We don't use as much copper now, but... So we do get platinum out of it too, I think. No, we get gold out of it. I guess we'll do another bauxite vein. And then we can maybe mine another vein by hand. Yeah, the whole time we were yapping, we could have had a mining machine. Can't even get a girlfriend right now. Well, to be honest, just got my first full-time job. Had to move to a different state in the US, and I'm getting adjusted to living alone and paying for my own stuff, so I'm not even looking. Yeah, that's a big adjustment. I've been there before. But once you're all settled in, you know, and everything like that, I wish you the best of luck with everything. Hopefully able to find someone nice. They have families, they work at CERN, and they made Greg. Oh, that's right. Yeah, like a big scientific, or like a science place. I don't even know. Just still pretty crazy. You work somewhere, and then you go back home, and then you work on Greg for fun. I wish my life was that cool. Oh, kitty cat. Boom, boom. Auto output. Alright. Part of the reason I'm learning Chinese is because all of my coworkers are Chinese and I speak Chinese all the time. Really? Did you, like, initially learn on the internet to get, like, your basic knowledge, or did you, like, take classes in high school? It's actually really awesome, though. Alright, our oxygen is draining pretty quickly now that we have smaller tanks. Probably should go back to base soon, get it recharged. Oh, our pickaxe is almost dead. Well, honestly, why don't we just mine whatever we can with our pickaxe till it's dead, and then we can just go somewhere else. Or we could go back home. Right now I'm doing online learning. There are some podcasts and apps that help. Similar thing, I interact with a lot of Spanish speakers at work, and it would be so helpful to know it, so I've been learning. That way you could also know if they're talking shit about you behind your back. That'd be the funny thing, like, you don't even, like, tell them until, like, after you know. And it's just like, ah, so that's what you think of me, huh? And then you start speaking Spanish back to them, or whatever language it is. Honestly, having native speakers around to speak to and listen to is very helpful. Oh, I would agree. That's why they always say with learning a new language, it's always, like, a good idea, if you can, to go live in the country that, you know, they speak the language in all the time. Just because you're surrounded by it, and then you constantly have help with it. Chinese is difficult though because it's a tonal. Oh yeah, it's tonal. So there's like 5 ways to say one sound. And they all have different meanings. It's another reason why I sticked... Oh wait, that's another reason why I sticked onto your Streamblazes actual experience. Oh, with like learning and like understanding English more? That's awesome. Well, hopefully I'm helping you out a little bit with that. Sometimes I'm talking and I feel like I don't even make sense to myself. Maybe that's what I should do. I should start watching YouTube videos in like other languages. And you're just so forced to use the language every day and step way out of your comfort zone. I agree. You kind of watch a little bit for the same reasons, Carlos? Trying to, like, enhance your English a little bit? Or do you agree with something else? Maybe I should find streams in Chinese. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I feel like there's gotta be people that, well, no, there's a lot of streams of everything, probably in Chinese, I'd assume. Yes, I understand. I want you to watch Chinese, or understand Chinese better. Not Chinese. Is Ni Hao Chinese? I forgot. I think it is. And I apologize if I'm wrong. Still like the only Chinese that I know. Ni Hao. Yes, that's hello. Heck yeah, I got something. It's the only thing I know. It used to be like an old TV show, Ni Hao Kai Lan. Which, funny enough, it actually wasn't even that cringy compared to a lot of like other kids shows nowadays. I understand English very well. My complicated part is... Oh, the writing of it. Okay. So I guess I don't really know of any good ways, unless you did like messaging or like typing to like AI and stuff, or like programs to test like your writing, your sentences and whatnot. Alright, so we're gonna go back and see what else the mining machines have been up to. See how well they're doing. Oh, and you know what I did too? I didn't even load this one. Where is it even? I think it's over this way. No. It's this way. It's right there. It wasn't even that far away from it. So hopefully it was actually operating the entire time. Let's take a looky. Where did we get coal ore from? Hold on a second. Hello, get out of here. Let's just fly up really high. That's not that high. Oh, that's the opposite for me for Chinese. I can read Chinese a lot better than speaking / listening. See, I feel like that's the way I kind of was with French a little bit, because I always like seen... Like, I did a little bit of Duolingo for a while, and it was, you did a lot of sounds and a lot of writing and just, like, seeing the words, but then, I guess hearing conversations and stuff was still hard. So I guess a lot of it was visual for me, like the writing, reading, that was not too bad, but conversations and stuff, people talk way too fast. Like, nope, can't understand. At a time where I was talking to my Swede friend a lot, we were talking in English, learning it in the same time. And when I was about to say something in Polish, but then I was thinking about it in English. That's actually kind of funny. Yeah, that's always the thing too. It's like people who are bilingual, like obviously they have their natural born language, but like eventually, if you like learn all these other languages, like, do you start thinking in other languages like you're saying? It's kind of a weird concept. Something interesting when learning languages is that sometimes people develop a slightly different persona or personality in their new language. I could see that. Problem with Portuguese is that it is difficult to learn, full of rules, secondly only to Russian. Yeah, there's a lot of complicated languages. Honestly, Russian is not that hard. It depends on what level you want to get to. This 26 tenses still baffles my simple Russian past, present, future world. Also, not gonna lie, even for English speaking and listening, it is a bit hard for me, and I don't know why. Well, I mean, there's a lot of accents, too, in English. I mean, and then also you have all of the lingo, I guess, that people say certain words that aren't even like the full word, but yet they have a meaning of something else. Alright, we have all this chalcopyrite. Ilmenite. Let's check the other mining machines. Probably should label this one. Hold on. Label. New. Mining machine 5. Sure. So there's number 4 that's been taken down. Okay. It's been like nighttime the entire time I've been here. It's kind of brutal. Thank you, game. Oh shit, my oxygen's getting low again. Alright, I'm gonna go back to base and fill that up. I got some more aluminum, more ilmenite, some bauxite. Not bad. How is my Certus quartz? Aren't nights on the moon for galactic craft really long? Yeah, it's like a couple days worth. Or like maybe an hour or so in real life time. Got some monazite. We got not even 2 stacks of neodymium. Maybe we should mine up some neodymium before we go home too. Let's get some oxygen though. It's getting kind of brutal out here. Don't you worry, Russian is hard when you want to be a linguist. This is where shit gets hard even. Oh my gosh. You can chill out and fight somewhere else, please. They're not gonna blow up my machines. I don't even know how much was in here to begin with, but actually, okay, this is a lot of silver. Okay, here's the Certus quartz. So we don't quite have 27 stacks of that, but we're doing good. When's Grounded 2? Actually, Grounded 2 is coming out in 4 days. Which... Bigger oxygen tanks. Hey, look at that. We got a quest complete. And we didn't have to try. Bigger oxygen tanks. Where is Space Race? Yeah, look at that. Didn't even have to make... Oh, we needed 2 of them in our inventory. Look at that. Compressed meteoric iron plate. Oh, you needed meteoric iron plates for these? Ew. It's actually a lot of meteoric iron we saved, because 1 plate is 3. So 3 times 14. You got, what, 30 and 12 is 42 per? Actually, no, never mind, it's 42 total. I thought Grounded 1 was still in early access. I am very behind on all these games. Yeah, I think the full game for that dropped quite a while ago. And you know what? Like, Grounded 2 being released, like, came out of nowhere for me. I was not expecting it, and I'm hoping that it is just as good as the last game. Like, it has just the same amount of gameplay, for, like, the initial tiers of everything. So, like, your Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 tools, or so on. I think there's only 3 tiers, and then you have, like, enchantments or stuff you could put on them. Hopefully that's all the same, but I'm hoping that they also add on to it a little bit, to where maybe you get tiers 4, 5, and 6 from even more difficult bugs and stuff. As well as, I hope that the storyline, or like the storytelling, is still really good. I hope that the map is good. You know, I liked how they had like all the upgrade powers with the molars and stuff. Grounded 1 was an Epic's Games list, where you could claim it for free, but I played it for like an hour. See, that's also another game where it is amazing, but I still feel like you need to play it with friends for it to feel the true joy out of it, which is like almost any game at this point in life, if we're being honest. YouTube idea, Pajama Blaze, and you do non-Gregtech New Horizons video games. Half joking, half not. That's a lot of work for you. Pajama Blaze? What was it, Pajama Blaze? But yeah, we do actually play other games other than Gregtech New Horizons. It's just that Gregtech New Horizons has just been a huge addiction lately. But we play Terraria, modded Terraria. There's going to be a mod pack coming out, or they're going to put a bunch of mods together, called Bereft Souls. That's going to be an amazing one that I will probably try to play day 1. Although that's going to consume a lot of time. So I'm hoping we can get done with Gregtech, or get a lot further ahead in Gregtech before that happens. We're going to have GTA 6 next year. We're going to have Subnautica 2. We'll have, what else? Obviously, Grounded 2 coming out this month. Yeah, Pajama Blaze, because you're Suited Blaze, so it'd be like a casual version. Just have that actually would be kind of funny. A little secondary channel. But yes, technically my channel is actually, what do you want to call it? A variety channel. Although the variety hasn't been all that much of a variety recently. We also play Peak. That's a pretty fun one. When is that Terraria mod dropping? That I don't know. I'm assuming it's at least going to be another year or two, I'd assume. Let me take a look for you real quick. When is the rough estimate? Actually, when is the Bereft Souls mod coming out for Terraria? It's currently in early public beta testing and not fully released. While it does have menus theme available, blah 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 blah. mods that are used for the Mega Mod Pack. I don't know if these are all the mods underneath it. But yeah, it doesn't have an estimate. Posted, updated December 7th, 2024. Posted September 29th. What a favorite. Easily find this game again later. Favorite. Oh, I have to sign in. We're not going to worry about that right now. So I guess, yeah, there's not really an estimate on time. Oh, I didn't even charge this one. Hold on. Anyways, I gotta go. Good luck, Blaze. See you later, Tooth Grinder. Thank you very much for jumping in. And we'll see you next time. I forgot to ask, have you ever said why your Discord name is Brett and Joker was calling you Brett when you were playing Peak? So, technically, that is my real first name. So, I only gave that away... First time I said that was a long time ago. So that's why he kind of says that. That's the only real part of my name that you guys would get, just to try and keep some anonymity, whatever you want to call it, just to be a little bit anonymous. But yeah, usually I just try to keep it with Blaze, and I try not to say it too much, not that it's that big of a deal, but yeah, that is why. And also, it's probably really confusing for some people that just joined the Discord and be like, who the hell is this Brett guy, and why does he keep talking like he's the channel like owner or whatever? But yeah, that's why. And I just like the I don't know, I think it's funny just to keep the original name. Alright, honestly, I mean, we have a lot of stuff. I know that's not going to be enough Galena. We're going to need more eventually when that time comes, but we got a lot of Certus quartz, we have a lot of everything else. We should start collecting everything and head back home. Okay, thank you. I don't know much English names, and I thought it's just another nickname. Yep, it's all good. Appreciate you asking. Blazes are just bald lava guys with a beard. Oh no! Where'd all my hair go? Why is it all burnt off? Alright, hold on, let's get rid of these guys. Alright, show's up, folks. Clear out. Actually, hold on, I should turn that off. So now I'm going to do all this. I didn't even make it that far down. Who the hell's that? Oh my gosh. That is not okay. You cannot be doing that next to my stuff. I'm out of here. It's called male pattern baldness, and there's nothing to be ashamed of. I'm coping because I'm balding. It's okay. I think... Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would not be surprised. It's a common thing for everybody. Well, not everybody, but a majority of people to probably go bald. And there's nothing wrong with that. Alright. Bing bong, bing, bing bong. Bing bong, bing, 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 bing bong. Alright, then we can do a little bit of this. Can I have that back, please? Thank you very much. Yoink, yoink. To be fair, not as bad as my older brothers who are 25 and 27. And they're just what? They're super bald already? Chat, I gotta figure out what I want to do for dinner tonight. Do I cook the pizza that's in the freezer? Or do I use a gift card that I have for a restaurant? Or do I make something else? Also, let's change up the music again. Basically, I'm also the only one of the 3 that can grow a full beard. That's kind of funny. Like, well, sucks to be you guys. You can't do that. I can. Waypoints. Machine 5. So let's grab all the machines before we start messing with that. Which is pretty lucky, since bald plus beard is a lot better than just bald. I would agree. Yeah, having at least something. Perfect shining heads that you need to change camera settings for when they're in the frame. That way you don't, yeah, make sure to wear a hat so you don't blind other people from the sunlight just beaming off your head. That makes me just think of the SpongeBob movie where King Neptune's bald. Just sit there staring at his head, screaming bald over and over again. At least we definitely had enough fuel. Oh, good. Thank you for joining me. I heard that. Grab all this. Oh, my pickaxe is broken. I forgot. See, there's a couple more laying around. Oh, you know what we also didn't do? We have a whole bunch of chunks claimed for no reason. Let's go turn those off. Oh, hello. Thanks for spawning right here. Can I not have my... Okay, fine. I think there's a couple more down here. There we go. Use the button that removes the chunks from the entire map. Does that just do that in this biome? Or does it do that from every biome? Unclaim all chunks in dimension. Okay. Unclaim all chunks in dimension 28, right? Man, I can't wait till I save up enough money to make a desktop and get some extra monitors. Right now my setup is a gaming laptop from college, but not having any monitors is a pain. I'm used to having more than one. See, that's the thing, like, I have not gotten an upgrade yet to 2 monitors. I cannot wait. It is a pretty decent pain to have to read my chat off of the phone. And especially when I do multi-streams to YouTube and TikTok at the same time. It gets to be pretty bad, because then you have like the TikTok chat overlay like over the game. Sometimes some of the games it interferes where like the mouse will go over the chat, even though like I was already in the game, which is kind of stupid. So yeah, it'd be nice to get myself another monitor at some point. Either when I start working more, or YouTube makes a bit more money. I make an okay amount right now from YouTube. But it would be a little bit better because I kind of use the YouTube money right now as kind of like as it's kind of an extra safety net in case work is like super slow. Okay, we should have enough meteoric iron. Yeah, we got quite a bit now. Plus the stuff we already have at home. I know we probably need quite a lot more, but ow! Now it's hot. You just don't want me to leave, do you? Ow, let me mine. Let me mine. Let me mine. You fucking bastards. Alright, good enough. Let's go home. Oxygen, we're fine, we're going home. There's plenty enough oxygen back on Earth. Hey, there's the sound effects that are working now. Switching from 1 to 2 is a huge upgrade, and having to go back to 1 is just not acceptable anymore. And I do have probably just enough room for it too, so I should get another one. It's funny, you spin this thing 180, just nosedive back into the ground. My plan is an ultra wide, and then hopefully to the side of that. That'd be really nice. Man, I do love my desk though. Like my desk that I have now is such a huge upgrade compared to the last one I had. Like it was barely even enough to have my keyboard and my monitor on it. It was bad. Oh my gosh. Programming on an ultra wide is very nice. I would have never guessed. Oh, kitty cat's hungry. Oh my gosh. Hello, buddy. You just wanted to meet us right away. A special frickin' lightning creeper? I don't even know if that was a lightning creeper. That was gross. We survived. Okay, you know what? We're just gonna bring this inside just like this. Hope I don't lose it. Okay, can we get the maceration stack today? Let the moonstone kind of go on its own for now. See if we can speedrun the maceration stack in like 15-30 minutes. Which actually, it's not even that bad. Hold on, maceration stack. Oh, they are EV macerators. Diamond grinding wheels, tungsten. Yeah, why would you ever, like, what's the difference? Why would you make this? I know it's used for something else too other than the macerator, but diamond. Perfect. 1, 2. Okay, I need more EV circuits. I bought my side monitor for $20, I think. It was a used school monitor, not even full HD, but it was better than having one. See, I have thought of that, and honestly, I should have done that. but I want something that's maybe somewhat decent, kind of like the one I have now, even though there's not really any need to. This looks both quite familiar and unfamiliar to me. What does? The AE2 system here? Kitty cat's here. Kitty cat is very hungry. It's because sometimes lines of code go very long and you can have multiple files open on the same screen. Ah, okay. Oh, the base. I wonder where you would see the familiarity from. I do want to redo this in here. I want to add more depth, kind of like this. Because there used to be chests in here that kind of like took up everything and made it look a lot nicer, but now it's kind of empty. Hold on, can we get a wireless connector? Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. Wait, can we get Fluix cables? Fluix. Can we get it? 64. We can. Craft it up. Alright, so that's going to craft away. Oh yeah, I also made another crafting processor here. It's got a little bit more storage. Not that it was really necessary, but I made another one so that way we can do 2 separate crafts at the same time. I would like to add another coprocessor onto one of these, just so that way when you do craft one item, it'll automatically like use 2 of the processors. For an MV Miner 64 benzene should be enough. Then you don't have to carry the tank all the time. Oh really? I guess that wouldn't have been too bad to do before. Oh well. What's going on, OP Games? How you doing? Diamonds. Sift those all out. Probably should turn that back on soon. 92 more hot titanium ingots. This should be done upstairs, so I can actually turn on the other, hold on. Turn on the other EBF. Yes, you are finally done, so you can go back on. Which actually... 4 point... Wow. I feel like it's gone down quite a bit. Where's my benzene tank? Where did it go? Oh, it's probably in one of these. There we go. We'll dump it in. Back to where she belongs. Okay, honestly... Yeah, turn that off. Circuit 11, this bad boy. I'm gonna go crazy on the old stainless steel. I just use code wrapping. It's squished, but for me, it's better than having to scroll the file. See, and then there's me that I don't know anything about coding. What is coding? Uses... Okay, so you do get moonstone dust out of this too, so I'll just moon turf, macerate, same thing. Nice, Certus quartz. So if I centrifuge this, I need to add in more outputs for the centrifuge downstairs, but at least we do get the tungstate. At least it's a little bit more titanium we should hopefully get. See if we can make some more circuits. It's crazy that running at 25% speed feels slow. One. Let's get, screw it. EV circuit. We don't want that. We want that. We want RAM. Yellow and fine electrum along with the circuit board. We don't have any circuit boards left. Nice. Kind of crazy, we don't have any circuit boards. Alright, well, we have a lot of electrum. We can go make some more. Oh, that's right, we didn't have iron 3 chloride. That's why we weren't making any more circuits. So, this is all shut off. That's fine. So we can make iron 3 chloride. Remove all that. Thank you very much. Hydrochloric acid. Hey, look at another tank of water. Just like that, we have a free tank to take back home. Ammonia, chlorine, hydrogen, hydrochloric acid. Not much, but it's something. Alright, and then we just add in some iron, and we have ourselves some iron 3 chloride. I was watching the stream at 15 minutes behind, so what I just said makes 0 sense. Oh, it's all good. No need to worry. Feels weird that I'm in IV. I just skipped all of the epoxid, Mars, and went straight for the 64 tungsten steel skip quest. I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, there you go, that's awesome. It's kind of cool when you get the skip quest and it's like, oh, so basically I was just a badass and I didn't even know it. It's okay, 90% of what I say doesn't make sense, even in context. You have that. You'll have that on your worst days, and maybe even your best days. Iron. I want some iron dust. We want a tank. Iron 3 chloride and hydrogen. Shit. Yeah. Hold on. Okay, we're good now. So we're getting iron 3 chloride. We should have some epoxy circuit boards. Now we got gold foil, we have electrum foil there. We need more electrum foil, let's go grab all that. 1368. So we'll take that just in case. Very well done. Appears so. And not much iron 3 chloride, so that's kind of sad. So we can use this. No circuit with the epoxy circuit boards and everything else. Alright. Hey kitty cat, are you hungry? Are you a good girl? Kitty cat. Can you speak for the audience? No, you're still shy? Alright, fine. Someday you will speak again, and people will no longer think I'm crazy. Probably should take all that iron out of there. Circuit boards! Look at that. 7 at a time. Alright, so that's crafting away. I got 2 kitties a month and a half ago. They've grown so big in that time, turning 4 months at the beginning of August. Dang. It is crazy how fast they do grow. I mean, it is crazy that we've had her for, what, I think over a year now. Oh, wait, no, we haven't had her for over a year. She turned 1 year old, but had her for 10, 11 months, maybe? Good kitty cat. We love a kitty cat. She is very sweet. Well, it feels like we really didn't get anything done today, but I mean, we did set ourselves up for a very large success in the future with all the ores that we just got. A bunch more aluminum, more ilmenite, more bauxite, which we haven't even touched the bauxite yet, so what I really need to do is I need to set up a rare earth processing line and the bauxite processing line, and then we pretty much are going to have very great use of like all of our resources. We're going to have a lot of good stuff. But for the most part, they're both very quiet. That's kind of nice. Our cat gets kind of crazy sometimes. She meows a lot when there's food. Water line. Oh yeah, distilled water, I guess. Made a new friend. That's what you got done. That too. Very happy to have met you today. Because we are getting pretty close to the end of our stream. Probably about 12 more minutes. And then I'll have to figure out what I want to do for dinner after that. No, look, the water line. What do you mean, the water line? Grades of water. Distilled water, electrolyzed water. Oh my gosh. Filtered water, grade 1. Ozonated water, grade 2. Oh my gosh. You gotta be kidding me. Oh yeah. Let me guess. Certain machines are gonna need super pure water. Clean, cleaner, and more cleaner. I mean, it's realistic. Activated carbon filter mesh. I mean, hey, you get gold nugget, stone dust, and sticks. Nice. Wow. Filtered water uses. Really? Use filtered water for circuit stuff. Wow. Ozonation. Whatever that means. Ozone. Look at grade 7 and 8 multis. Oh my gosh. That, I mean, that it looks really cool though. That is awesome. I don't want to spoil myself too much to the other grades. We'll find them out eventually, but... And then having to play it with timing because you have to put it in exactly at the right time, otherwise it fails. Oh boy. That's gonna be crazy. Wow. I only thought there was the distilled water, so the fact that we're having all the other grades of water after that, nice. Alright, we're gonna wait for the 10th circuit here and then we'll move on. Two more macerators. Boom. So now the maceration stack. Boom. Quest complete, even though we don't have the rest of it. Hulk smash. There it is. So you can go back to mass processing. Nice. So we need 44 stable titanium machine casings. So we're gonna go here. We want 44 of these. Control Shift. Actually, Control Shift A. 44, 264 plates, which is obviously 264, plus titanium frame boxes, which is Control-Shift-A, boom, extruder, Control-Shift-A, boom. So 88 plus the 264, I guess we'll get this as a vending machine recipe. So we get the whole thing. 264. $352. 264 plates. So do we even have? Okay, hold on. Titanium. So 264. Craft. And then I want 176 rods. So do like 150. See, look at that. We have another processor to run a second separate recipe at the same time. To learn redstone, you should play a game called Turing Complete. JK, it's a computer architecture game, kind of like a puzzle game too, but very good for learning logic like redstone. Is that just on like a random website, or is that something you could find on Steam? Turing Complete. Honestly, wouldn't mind trying that out someday. Isn't it just one power tier with all the great 8 grades? Probably could be. I can't wait for that live where we are helping Blaze for a few hours to make a redstone circuit for the machine to work. Yeah, that'll be really fun. It isn't on Steam. Okay, awesome. Let's keep my eye out for it. I didn't even realize we had so much titanium. We got plenty of stuff here. So let's take everything while we can. Yeah, we're gonna have to figure out how to power this thing. Hold on, actually, this shouldn't even be that hard to power, right? I mean, we could just put like an LV energy hatch. Okay, so 60% faster than using a single block machine of the same voltage. Maximum of n times tier parallels. N times tier parallels. Waterline is very fun. Don't let anyone gaslight you into believing that it's absolutely the worst line in game and shouldn't exist. Okay, I'll believe that it's the best thing. But we are gonna have to end our stream. We got pretty close to doing what we want. Hold on. Circuit 1. We'll kind of let that go for now. So yeah, we're gonna get the maceration stack. So we'll figure out power. So probably going to have to get the me system, like you're saying, just get it up there, connected to have access to the wood, then put some export hatches on, say the Pyros ovens, and then eventually like the coke ovens, all that good stuff. So that way we can hopefully power up this section of the base separately from this. Just because this is already struggling to run everything at once, I don't want to have to steal power from there and worrying about shut stuff down. $20. What's your Steam? I could give it to you if you wanted to learn. I could get you my Steam if you really wanted to, but we'll wait on it for now until we have some time. But I really do appreciate it. And actually, yeah, I'll check it out too, just in case. If you want to join our Discord, feel free to do so. The link to that is down in the description. Otherwise, if it doesn't work, I could get you a fresh link. Otherwise, I want to say thank you very much for everybody jumping in today. I do greatly appreciate it. Keep an eye on the Discord for the next stream. I don't know if we'll be back again this evening, but should have some time tomorrow morning as well. I want to say thank you very much once again, and we will see you all next time. Take care.